takes it to the house. Touchdown, Requive.
Armisen tries the right side. He's leaning forward. He's in untouched. Touchdown. Welcome to Birger Field and VSN. I'm Ron Rubio alongside Will Torrez tonight here at Birger Field, where the Holtville Vikings will take on the Brawley Wildcats, a matchup of two 1-0 teams in league and ready to battle for their second league game of the season, Will.
This is terrific football. Beautiful weather. We got absolutely no wind, if anything, a slight breeze on a beautiful evening, and just a little bit different from last week, Ron.
Big time.
Yeah. It didn't really come down. The rain didn't really come down hard on us, but it was muggy all night, and it made the ball kind of slippery. Is that the reason there was a lot of turnovers? I don't know, Ron, but totally different ball game. And Central left unhappy, but I'll tell you what, a lot of the fans, man, they witnessed one of the best football games of this season.
It was a good Valley football game, and two local teams going at it, two very good football teams, two very well coached football teams. You know, too bad there was a loser, but the weather was a factor in last week's game. As I said, when the field's wet, it affects everything. It affects your running, the footing on the ground. It's a dry field tonight. Both teams like to run. And I was talking to the coaches tonight, Will. I asked the visitor, Bert Esposito, head coach of Brawley, what are the two things it takes for Brawley to win this game? Number one, he said, stop Holtville's run.
Yeah.
And number two, be able to pass when they have to. That's the Brawley. If they have two wishes, that's the thing they want to do. For Holtville, Coach Turner, I asked him the same question. What are the two things Holtville has to do? Number one, he says we have to stop Brawley's run, and we have to be able to run the ball. And Turner says that this time of year, this is the time of year where that's what wins football games, running the ball and stopping the run.
Well, to tell you the truth, Ron, you know this. It's playoff time
For
right
sure.
now. This
it
is playoff
exactly.
time. Look, it's not just a loss. It really puts you in a different scenario where it's must win after this game. And yet, look, Holtville still has to play at the end of the season Imperial at Imperial.
Right,
that's going to be a tough. Whoever's playing Imperial has to be tough. Brawley still has to play Imperial. That's next week at Brawley. So a lot is going to be said about tonight as we look at the captains tonight. Y antes que diga esto, quiero dar un saludo a todos de la Ciudad de México, de la capital de México. Un saludo aquí de Holtville, California. Toda la familia le manda saludos a todos de aquí, de allá. So gracias por mirar VSN y hay que jugar un bien juego de fútbol.
Nice. Captains for Holtville, number 22, Braden Terrell. You also have number 4, Alonzo Cuevas. You have number 88, that is Alon Carrillo. And number 5 is Enrique Armas for the Brawley Wildcats. It looks like number 33, Aiden Arequive. Number 52, Connor Kopnick. Try to get the rest of the numbers once we get out. So this is going to be the toss-up right here. Here's the coin flip, and it's going to be an interesting game. The matchup is two teams on two different paths record-wise. Holtville 6-1, 1-0 in league, as I said. They are ranked number 28. I'm sorry, they're ranked number 28 in the southern section. That's for divisions 1 through 5. So they're ranked number 28. Whereas Brawley comes in at 2-5 overall, 1-0 in league. So league is what matters right now. Just like Will just said right now, this is playoff. This is money time. Both teams this is a big game. Well, and how big is it, man? That's what we're going to find out right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw on Instagram, I happened to follow Gridiron619, and they actually had a playoff prediction for all the divisions, and I go, there's no way these guys got it right.
I got to get on that one.
You know, Ron, they were pretty accurate. They were pretty good. You know, looking at, and this was just now, but they were looking at the scenarios till the end of the season. Now, as it is right now, Imperial would be the top seed in Division 2. Central would still be at the bottom, and so would Holtville, but Central in two, Central would be on top only because of the tougher division, the way the Max Preps does it. So, but you know what? Everything changes.
Yeah,
though.
you know, yeah. But here's the thing. That's a good point. But there's some other points I'll make about the records, the winning, the overall records at both teams' opponents. You know, but right now, as I said, Holtville's ranked number 28. That's Division 1 through 5. Brawley currently stands number 35 through Divisions 1 through 5. Now, here's the thing. Some of the things, the analytics that are going to help Brawley. Right now, Brawley's overall opponent record, 33 wins, 17 losses. That's just the record of all the teams they played. Well, Holtville, on the other hand, their overall opponent's record is 26 and 29. It's under 500. So how does that hurt Holtville like it did Brawley last year when Brawley had a great run? So that's the deal. The one opponent both teams have played was Mission Bay. Mission Bay's 8-0 right now. They're 8-0. Holtville
lost against Mission Bay, right?
It was the second game of the year. They lost 37-24. Brawley played them in the third game of their season. They lost 27-14. So those are the things, scores, all that stuff is what goes into the formula to determine your seeding when you're about to go into playoffs, if you make the playoffs. Now we're here, it's going to be time to rock and roll. Set to kick is number 5. That is Cuevas. No, I'm sorry. That is Enrique Armas, who is their deep kicker. Set to return for the Wildcats. Looks like Benji Lemontang, number 23. And I'm not sure of the number over there with the kid. That is Hodge from Brawley. It's a roller. It's Lemontang. He's at the 20, 25, trying to get outside to the 30, and he's brought down. He's brought down by number 23 of Holtville, and that is Marcos Garcia. Marcos Garcia had a big game last week for Holtville. Man, he had one possession where he got burned deep on a sideline pattern, but then the kid came back and made 2 great defensive plays on the drive by Central. So Brawley will take over. Ball is at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. As we said, Turner says they have to stop the run. Esposito says Brawley has to be able to pass when they have to. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Well, that's, you know, one thing that is going to make the difference is the size that Holtville brings on that line of scrimmage, Ron.
Motion by Ojeda. It's a blitz. And he's ran, and that is Noah Castro coming back. Noah Castro.
Welcome back, Noah Castro.
Noah Castro, he was on VSN the first game of the year in Palm Desert. He went down in the first quarter. He's back after missing, 6 weeks?
Yeah, and that's the irony of Brawley football that they've had, Ron, and you know as well.
Yes.
Is that as soon as he went down, and it was a very good ball game when they were facing the Palm Desert Aztecs. The thing is, Ron, that when Rubio went in, their backup quarterback, and he goes down. If you guys hadn't heard the story, and then they go to the third one, he gets hurt the next game. So Brawley's had that quarterback jinx on him to start the season.
They give us to Zamora. Zamora, number 36, good gain. Get some of that lost yardage back, plus few, we'll say the 30-yard line. 3rd down for the Wildcats. Is this a passing down? 3rd and 7. It should be. 10:58 remaining, first quarter.
Well, now we don't see C.J. Rechital at the quarterback position as he was filling in before, but I can guarantee you one thing, Ron, with the speed that Rechital has, I mean, they sure plan to use him on the jet sweep.
Rechital's out there. We'll get to the starting lineups.
No, I mean, I'm sorry.
Right.
Quarterback.
Yeah, Regital is what they consider an H-back. It's basically a receiver. That's C.J. Regital, number 9, a senior, who was filling in pretty admirably for the Wildcats when he was back in there, Will. So 10:26 remaining, 3rd down. Is it a passing down for Castro? And Brawley is not going to help matters by jumping offside. Illegal procedure.
Well, and you don't expect it, but it's not uncommon. You get a new quarterback in there. Well, not a
different
new quarterback.
Cadence.
Yeah, you
get the sound of the cadence.
Exactly, and that's what happens sometimes. And it's just you got to get the kinks out. Too bad the first game that that Castro has to come back. It's against a Holtville team, but it had to be against somebody. Just glad to see him back.
That's right. So the center for the Wildcats is number 55, Jacob Padilla. Your right guard is number 54, Jared Lopez. We'll get to the rest of the kids after this. Castro now, 3rd down and 12. It's a give, and there's nothing going on. It's a mob of green and gold. And here's the deal, trying to say who makes a tackle. That's Abdullah, number 6, is you never know who made the initial tackle because there's so many Vikings around there.
Like a swarm.
It's a swarm. And then when we're sitting, we're like fans. We're in the top row of the bleachers, so we're seeing what the fans see. I know you can see on the tube who actually made that tackle. Abdullah is a very good defensive end. That's number 6, a defensive end, Tyson Abdullah. He is a sophomore.
And listen, this is not your Holtville of old, as you guys have generated a lot of bandwagon people. This is the new Holtville. And I'm not going to say new for this year, Ron. I'm going to say new for the last couple years that Turner has built this program from scratch. Yeah. Say what you will about Turner. You can believe all the rumors that there is. The thing is, you better learn how to stop the run, and you better learn how to stop these Holtville Vikings first.
He's a good football coach, and he's got these kids playing some pretty good football the last few years. 9:32 remaining. Ozzie Naranjo for Brawley is set to punt. He gets off a nice high punt. It's going to take a bounce, and it's a Holtville bounce, and great field position at the 41. So now, Holtville now with this offense that has been averaging an crazy amount of points. Holtville has scored over the year 300 points. 300 points in 7 games. That's an average of 42 points a game. They give up 125 total. And they're whipping their opponents 42-17. So let's see what the offense of Holtville did. They're coming off a big, big victory against the Central Spartans. Starting lineups for Holtville. You have your quarterback, Alonzo Cuevas, number 4. The man, the machine, is Enrique Armas, number 5. He is a senior. But the people who make this happen for Armas and Cuevas are these linemen that I'll give you the names as soon as we get a chance. And Cuevas is going to look for Carrillo, and Carrillo's there. It's out of bounds.
They are not going to give him the catch. Like
I kind of saw his feet on the sideline.
So did I, but then the helmet started getting away. Now, Ron, before you get to the lineman of this, and we've seen this before in other teams, how is the fogginess going to affect the Holtville Vikings after coming off that big win last week? You know, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, you know, it's just like anything. Some people were calling that an upset. I don't know about that, but it was a big win no matter what. High snap, and here comes Armas. Armas being tagged by Diego Sandoval and Chris Espinoza, but Armas.
You know, I like that energy that the Brawley interior defensive linemen have.
They're going to have to have it all night.
They're going to have to have it all night. I'll tell you what, because as Ronald mentioned, this front line for the Holtville Vikings, they're going to push you around. And the thing is, Ron, they're going to push you around for 4 quarters.
4 quarters. And here's the deal. That's a thing that I noticed last week, man. Central, by the end of the game, that was a brutal fight.
Oh, yeah.
That was
we were talking about it coming up here, yeah.
So Cuevas now on 3rd down. He looks. It's Carrillo. He's open. And it's defended well by number 13, Keith Sanchez.
Keith Sanchez put up his hands, and I did hear Rick mention this, and it's accurate. There is no face guarding in high school football. That rule got put in effect a couple of years ago. That was just a great defensive play on that.
So Turner's upset about something. Is he going to keep that offense in there, or are they going to punt on 4th down?
Heck, Ron,
man, he's going to roll the dice.
He don't even go for 1 on the extra point.
Could they be wanting to draw the Brawley offense off, defense off? Just like last week's game, as soon as the opening kickoff, it's a fast game. This is what's happening right now so far. 8:26 remaining. Cuevas looks. Cuevas rolls to his left. He looks. He stops. He's gonna be sacked. The Wildcat defense. Number 77, Chris Espinoza, pressured by Ryan Revelar as well, but Espinoza brings down Cuevas. And the Wildcats have great field position at the 42. Says a lot right now going for it on 4th down right here in your own territory. That means he has a tons of confidence, he being Coach Turner, on his defense.
Well, Ron, You know, Brawley wants to get that momentum. You would want to get that momentum any time, but Brawley kind of needs it with Castro back in the lineup now.
This is a gift right now. This is a gift. The ball's at the 42. The pitch is to Zamora trying the left side. Nothing doing. Again, the defensive perimeter defense of the Vikings like hitting the wall right there. Maybe a loss of a half a yard as they peel off. You know the numbers. You know who's making the tackles.
Zamora, the ball carrier, tackled by Andre Gonzalez.
They say Andre Gonzalez. I will repeat, that was Andre Gonzalez.
And I think it's baby steps right now, Ron. First thing they'd probably want to do is, you know, let's just focus on getting the first down right now.
Now, it's a filling out process, just like they do in boxing. You want to see, It's the first round. What does this guy have? How strong are they? What are their best punches? How do I defend? That's what's going to happen right now on both sides. 7:38 remaining.
Good to be back upstairs with my number one main man, Ron.
That is Rick Rubio, and there is a flag. Rick Rubio on the toss left, but a flag came flying out of the refs.
Now, I'll tell you what. Now, Ron, this is an observation, and it was brought up to me. You know what, Ron? I'm not even going to mention it. I don't want to.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. And yeah.
So it's a spot foul. So as soon as here's my question as a viewer.
That was helmet contact.
It was?
Yeah. That was a helmet-to-helmet contact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's going to be a 15-yard on that.
From the line of scrimmage?
From where it happened.
Oh, you're kidding. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's new, so.
Well, because it's a personal foul.
Oh, 15-yarder.
15-yarder, which neglects a first down for the Brawley Wildcats.
So Holtville giveth, and the penalty taketh away for Brawley right now, because now look at where Brawley's at the 34-yard line. The giveth is that's in and out of give it on a quick pop up the middle, get some of that yardage back, and back into Holtville territory. We'll say the 48-yard line. 7:08 remaining first quarter.
So the talk around Brawley, the thinking is, you know, the last time they played Holtville Vikings, they were actually down at halftime. That was
20-0, I think.
Yeah, 20. I don't know.
I kind of remember something like that. We were up there calling the game.
Yeah, and that's a coach self mentality. Wasn't even worried. He came back and they won the game. But their mentality is still little brother mentality.
Here we go, third down and let's say 15. Castro with motion by Rubio. Castro, look, he throws, and it's picked off. Picked off by number 19, Santiago Serrazo, who had a big interception last week as well. It looked like Dominic Hodge stopped on the route. However, it was intended for number 32, Dominic Hodge.
Well, it felt to me that he got him and one of the defensive back got tangled up, and that's what, you know, he kind of
slowed up his route.
Yeah,
I did not see that.
His route. And the ball was overthrown, but I said, whoa, wait a minute now.
It's like a punt, basically, so no harm, no foul, but the ball will be placed at the 20. Let's get that starting offensive lineup, because these are the guys that makes this offense roll. Center, number 62, Rafael Morel. He is a sophomore. Your right guard is number 56, Oscar Moreno. Your right tackle is number 59, Abraham Apodaca. Apodaca had a monster game last week. Here comes Cuevas to Armas. Armas trying the right side. Armas falls forward. Armas for the gain of 4. Let's try the left side. I've got the right, got your center. Your left guard is number 75, Ian Suarez. He's a senior. Your left tackle is number 71, a sophomore, Maximiano. And there goes Armas again. Armas with the first down. And that's Maximiliano Hernandez at the left tackle, 71. And here comes that tempo.
Yeah.
They don't give you time to breathe. They don't give you time to call in a defensive play. Armas to the right side. Armas now bowling somebody over there. And is there a flag?
There is a flag coming from the flank official on the Brawley sideline. And while they sort this out, can't do it without our sponsors. Town Pump in Westmoreland. For the best steaks in Imperial Valley, visit Town Pump in Westmoreland. Perfect for a great night out or your next get-together. We have a holding against the Vikings. Imperial Flying Service, operated by the Cox family, proudly serves U.S. military with professionalism and dedication, providing reliable aviation support from Imperial Airport and honoring those who serve our nation. Back to my main man, Ron. It's day one, Ron, not main.
I like that. I like both. I'll take both. First down and let's say when the scoreboard doesn't say the yardage, like the ball on down, it's
okay. And we do have
Will and I were in regular math. So here's a give. Oh, nice play by the Wildcats.
And not just the Wildcats, but any team has to take advantage. When a penalty is called and it drives them back, the next play is key. You know, a little lost yardage making this second down, and I would say about 17. But and we will have the clock up by the second half. We have a little bit, just like the scoreboard has technical difficulties. I think we're on that same circuit, Ron.
Jared Gutierrez, number 25 on the tackle. He is a senior for Brawley. That other defensive line is Ryan Rebelard, number 3. He's a defensive end, along with Chris Espinoza, who's made a few tackles already. The give is to Armas. Armas with the left side. Aiden Adekive on the bottom of that tackle, assisted by Rick Rubio. Adekive is number 33, a senior. A quick slash, but it gives it third down and 13, 4:41 remaining. First quarter, a fast first quarter.
Well, it's 4:36 to go in the first quarter, but I'll tell you what, this is still fourth down territory.
For sure.
Yeah, coming from Turner.
So the ball now, it's third down and 13. Who do you look for right here? If you're on Brawley's defense, look for number 88, Carrillo. That kid is, the combination of Cuevas to Carrillo is amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful timing.
Play action, Carrillo. He's shooting for Carrillo. He stopped it short, throws it out of bounds, uncatchable. The Brawley defense again holds with 4:09 remaining. Punt formation for sure.
Now, did we see Holtville punt last week, Ron?
I'm not sure. I don't remember, maybe once, but here's the catch. Armas, the running back, is there. A good thing they didn't punt that much. His leg probably couldn't even lift up his legs. Well, he ran all night.
And that's also the scary part with Armas being the punter also, Ron.
Yeah, that's the deal. So no, they didn't punt much, but here Armas will stand at his 24.
Yeah, 24.
Armas with a quick kick. It's going to be a roller. Lemon Tang, that's Benjamin Lemon Tang at the 35.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that push in the back right there. Yeah.
So, you know, 2 penalties right now are hurting the Wildcats on field position. They had a good start here. They got that, whatever you said, that personal foul.
Yeah, helmet to
and
helmet.
now another penalty and on special teams. So now from instead of the 35, 34, Brawley will end up 10 yards back.
La Fonda, craving authentic Mexican food, head over to La Fonda in El Centro, where sizzling fajitas, famous enchiladas, and a family tradition come together in every bite.
Sounds good.
Calexico Wellness Center. I'll get back to that in a couple of plays.
Here we go. Noah Castro again back at the controls. Creeping up and then it's a quick blitz, and it's a quick screen to Josh Viscata. Ran down by number 86. That is defensive tackle Andres De La Cruz, but what a good play. It was a screen. Castro to tight end Josh Viscata, and Viscata rambles all the way to the 48-yard line. Good call by Coach Ray Van Diver. The Wildcats are they've only scored 89 points this whole season.
3:39 to go in the first quarter. And Ron, that's our first down, but
by either team?
No, by the Wildcats.
Okay, for the Wildcats. Yeah, you're right. So the Wildcats now with the good call, good execution of a play. Wildcats now find the ball at their own 48-yard line. Trip to the left for Castro and the Wildcats. That's the wide side. Will be to the left of the quarterback. Adrian Zamora in the backfield. Again, here come, and it looks like they're going to get an offsides by.
That's going to be an offsides on the Holtville Vikings.
Look at that, the tackling.
Yeah, and I actually like it the way the mentality is on that defensive line. So we're going to have I believe we should have had a dead ball, but maybe it's not against the defense. Maybe it's against the offense. Yeah, it's against the. I kind of like the way Holtville comes up in that stand-up defense on the line of scrimmage. You know, the mentality.
The term would be it's unorthodox.
It's very unorthodox, and supposedly it makes it easier for the offensive linemen to block you.
I
but
don't believe that for 1 second.
Yeah, that's what, because we were always taught, don't stand up, you know. But maybe we had it wrong.
I think the deal is these kids are athletic, the defense.
See, Ron, we're having issues here with the fans in Holtville. Angie again is trying to beat us up again. Abby again is trying to beat us up over here.
So here we go. The give is to a quick hitter. No. Castro keeps. Castro pitches. Castro's keeping. I'm lost. And Noah Castro brings that to the table. He can run, and that's a first down for the Wildcats.
Well, Ron, Castro is out here trying out that shoulder. Was it a shoulder run?
It was
and I'll tell you
remember
what,
that.
I'm sure he was eager to get back in here, and it's tested and it's proven. And good to see any athlete
come back from an injury like that.
Exactly.
Nate Beacons is our white hat tonight.
I'm sorry, I didn't read the referees, Ron.
And Nate.
You got Michael Garcia in the middle. You got Mr. Ramsey in the backfield.
Randy Ross, one of the flanks, and Lloyd Johnson, the other flank.
And Lloyd Johnson on the Brawley side.
Mike Garcia. Mike Garcia is your umpire. 5-man crew, 2:22 remaining. First and 10 for the Wildcats at the Vikings 37-yard line. Castro, the give is to Adekive. Adekive out the left side, and their Wildcats are opening up some lanes over there. And let's talk about that offense. You have left tackle number 59, Thomas Valdez, a sophomore. Left guard number 52, Connor Kopnick, a senior. Center is number 55, Jacob Padilla, a senior. Alongside him on the right side is right guard Jared Lopez, number 54, a junior. Your right tackle is Jack Fisher, number 75, a senior. And here go the Wildcats, 2nd down and 8. Receivers for the Wildcats, number 7, Seth Hoskins, along number 2. I'll get that. And the give is to outside Aiden Adekive. So Adekive, right now, the Wildcats are opening up some big lanes.
Well, Ron, you know it as last week's game. All the Brawley coaches were on that sideline, on the central sideline last week. Did they find something? Obviously, they found something. This is where it's going to count when you go into the halftime and you make your adjustments.
And that was a key thing last week to last week's Central game, where the adjustments that were made by both sides.
With 1:13 to go still in the first quarter.
But here we go.
Here we go with the mental mistakes.
There's a third penalty there that I've seen the Wildcats commit when they're trying to cash in, take advantage of what's been given to them. Right now, Wildcats now, instead of a 1st and 10, it's 1st and 15, backed up to the 21.
And it's
Castro?
No, negative. He handed it off at the last second there to number
Great success.
33, that's Aiden Adekive, the inside linebacker. He also is a fullback, so Aiden Adekive with the run off the left side. They've been hitting that left side, we're going to say a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, who doesn't want 6 yards on that first down
who doesn't
right there?
Want, yeah.
Not only that, they had the penalty, so that was a 9-yard gain right there.
And guess what? A timeout for the Vikings, so with 29 seconds remaining, we have now a 0-0 game, and the Wildcats deep in Holtville territory.
We'll be right back after this.
Back to Birger Field. 29.8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Wildcats threatening now. This drive started out with the great screen to Josh Viscata. Now the Wildcats find themselves standing at the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 4, 29 seconds remaining. And another penalty.
That's another penalty. That
and it's going to be on it's on the Wildcats.
Well, yeah, that's going to be on the Wildcats.
Did you see anybody jump?
I didn't see nobody jump, but what I did notice was the Holtville Vikings in the 3-point stand, Ron.
Yeah, maybe.
A little adjustment. Interesting. So we'll see what happens. Calexico Wellness Center. Your well-being is a priority at Calexico Wellness. Trusted neighborhood healthcare that's compassionate, local, and here for your health matters.
The Wildcats back now with the 2nd down and 10. They've had 2 illegal procedures on the play. There goes Arequipa again off the left side and again to the left side. Again, positive yardage.
Yeah,
and that might be the last play of the first quarter.
That will be the last play of the first quarter. Well, it's very interesting. It looks like Holtville's trying to adjust, Ron, but we'll see back after the start of the second quarter. Ron and Will will be back after this.
Now's the best time to save big with IID's Energy Rewards. This October, IID will double your rebate when you upgrade to qualified appliances, air conditioners, smart thermostats, washers, dryers, and more. Energy-efficient upgrades mean lower bills and bigger savings. But hurry, this limited time offer is only available October 1st through the 31st for qualifying purchases made in 2025. Apply today at iid.com/rebates and double your savings with IID.
For more than 60 years, the Holtville Athletic Club has financially supported youth sports and activities. By involving our youth in organizing and working at our fundraising events, we're teaching responsibility, teamwork, and character, lessons that last a lifetime.
Back to Birger Field, start of the second quarter. The Wildcats now heading into the east end of the field. It's a drive that started at, I believe, the Wildcat 25-yard line. Now the Wildcats with the 3rd down and let's say 4. 4 down territory for sure. Split backs for the Wildcats. They've been in this set all night. Looks like it's going to be something they're going to stick with. Can Holtville stop it? Castro. The give is to Zamora. Zamora is going to get a 1st down inside the 5. So Zamora with the gain of at least 5 yards gets the Wildcats a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
Well, when you have a 1st and goal like that, it's going to be a long 1st and goal, but Ron,
they're at the 4-yard line.
Oh, it's at the 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
those
a
angles
9.
kind of, yeah. It kind of.
I thought it was a 9-yard line.
So 1st and goal at the 4. And agreed, when it is a 1st and goal at the 9, that's kind of it's tough.
It's always tough when you get inside the 15, 10, 15.
Exactly. And that's why they call it the red zone. It's hot. Who's going to survive that? Split to way out is Seth Hoskins, number 7, along with Derek Valdez, number 2. The give is to Arequipa. Is Arequipa in? And Arequipa is in for the Wildcats with 11:16 remaining. First blood drawn by Brawley.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ron. Total different reaction from the fans here on the Holtville side.
Well, I'm going to
we can actually hear each other right now, because it's.
Well, here's the deal. Last week, Central scored the first point, so it shouldn't be something. You know what I mean? I mean, Central scored the first points last week, I believe.
Hey, look, Ron and I talked on the way up here, on the ride up here. This is anybody's league to get first place, You of course, you're going to have to look at Imperial as the favorite right now. No doubt about it. One of the things about Imperial, they're healthy, they're big, and they're athletic. You know what I mean? Holtville is not as banged up as maybe Central was.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Wildcats with 11:15 remaining in the first quarter strike first blood. Brawley 7, Holtville 0.
CR&R Waste Management. Keep your community clean and green with CR&R Waste Management. Eco-friendly service, keeping your world cleaner every day. State Farm Insurance from Marianne Valenzuela Fini. Accidents happen, but with State Farm Insurance has you covered. Personal service, great rates, and protection you can count on. Burgers and Beer, craving the perfect combo? Visit Burgers and Beer for juicy, mouth-watering burgers and ice-cold drinks. The ultimate flavor experiential taste. Love and repeat. Back to action at Birger Field with your play-by-play, Ron Rubio.
Back to the action with 11:15 remaining. The Wildcats waiting to take the field. Here they come. So the Wildcats on a great drive. I'm going to give them 75 yards on that drive. All started with the great screen to Josh Piscata. And then the running game just took over right now. So the Wildcats now finding themselves with the 7-0 lead, 11:15 remaining.
All at fifth quarter tonight after the game.
Holtville with this should be their third possession of the game.
And that doesn't mean that Coach Turner and his Vikings are going to wait till halftime to make adjustments either, Ron.
No, and like I said, I mean, Central drew first blood last week too. Central got ahead 7-0. So here's the kick. It's a squibber down the middle. And looks like number 17 trying to roll off to the left. That is to the 25. And the Wildcats are there. Number 10, Frankie Mejia on the tackle.
Number 5 also in there.
That was a return by number 10, Azael Miranda. Number 5, John. I'm not sure who has number 5 now. So the Wildcats now with a little bit of pep in their step. Vikings with the ball at the 26-yard line. So what is the psyche of the Vikings right now? Are they trying to say, okay, do we come in overconfident?
No,
I don't think so.
No. I don't think so. But it's always good to be tested like this,
For
though.
sure.
You know.
And here we go. Armis right at the Armis. He's at the 50. 45 steps out at the Brawley 44. So just as we're talking about that, here, take that right up the middle. And Armis does.
Well, it's a repeat of last week, Ron, where
they answered.
Yeah, he answered.
Both teams were answering right back. So tempo again. The give is to Armis. Armis again up the middle. Armis trying to weave to his left. On the bottom of that tackle looks like 77. Chris Espinoza been busy tonight. Helping on that tackle is number 24, Diego Sandoval. So the Wildcats trying to hold them right now. That's the way to respond. They scored on you. You come out blazing like what's gotten you here? Explosive running by Armis. So here we go. 2nd down and 8. They give us to Armis again. Again, Armis is tripped up this time by 25. Jared Gutierrez trips him up, but he falls forward.
Well, it's good to have another Gutierrez back out there, Ron, as Brawley Wildcats has had a Gutierrez every year for the last probably 10 years. No relation to last year.
None whatsoever. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the, let's say, the 41-yard line. 3rd down. Is it a passing down? No, it's not. Yes, it is. He shoots it out to Carrillo. Carrillo now. And it's well played by the Wildcats. Tackled by number 27 of the Wildcats. That is...
Is that Lemon Tag out there?
No, that is not Lemon Tag out there. I'm sorry.
That is Josh Velarde.
Josh Velarde.
So the Wildcats on a beautiful tackle out there. You know,
reminiscent of how Holtville defended Central screen game last week. And that's the deal. If you can, and we're going to get a timeout by the Holtville offense. I think that's their second.
That's their second timeout. And we're going to stay here for this, Ron, and it's not unheard of, Ron, but these Holtville Vikings, that's your second timeout on that. So it's maybe a little bit of adjustments they're going to make while we have a little bit of time. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Cannot do it without them. IV Welding and Mechanical. When precision matters, trust IV Welding and Mechanical. Expert welding done right, on time, every time. El Centro Motors. Drive your dream forward at El Centro Motors, where unbeatable deals and friendly service make every mile worth it. Sanders Architect and Engineering. Build the future with Sanders Architect and Engineering, from design to completion, turning vision into precision. Escad Realty. Buying or selling property? Trust Escad Realty. Local experts with 30 years of experience, getting top value for Imperial Valley families. Ron, what are your thoughts on these Holtville Vikings using 2 timeouts with still 9:26 to go before half?
They're smart timeouts. I mean, you see something you don't like, you see something you want to fix it right then and there. You can't take your timeouts with you into halftime, so might as well use them up. 9:26 remaining.
Very good point, Ron.
4th down and 8. Wide side is to the right. Cuevas looks, he shoots, he's open, he catches, it's Carrillo at the 30, 25. Tackled by Kevin Valenzuela. Whoa. You don't want to see that. I don't know what Carrillo did, but he's down.
Well, we didn't get to see it, but that's one of those things that on the tackle, it might have get twisted. So,
may have landed on his face mask. I don't know. May have knocked his air out. Let's hope it's nothing major. But it's a first down for the Vikings at the 25-yard line of the Wildcats. So on a 4th and 7, Cuevas to Carrillo. It's been working all year long. They're working on Carrillo as we speak. They give us to Cuevas. He's going up the middle. He's going to fall forward. He's now inside the 20. Have they gotten him up? Is he standing? Do you know? Can you see?
he is actually out of sight right now, Ron.
Okay. You don't want to see that. You want to have your big players. Everybody wants to have everybody have a safe game. Let's see what's up with Carrillo later on. 8:42 remaining. Cuevas to the left. Cuevas still driving. Cuevas. He's going to be given a first down. I see first down. No?
Yeah, no. It looks like it's going to be a first down, Ron. You're right.
And here they go. They're running. They're gunning. It's Cuevas again. Cuevas to the 5. They're quick hits. They don't let that defense rest. This is great tempo right now. 8:21 remaining.
With 8:21 remaining, Ron, like you said, this is the kind of tempo that's going to catch teams off guard here.
Well, you're trying to catch your breath. Here comes Cuevas again. The Wildcats blitz.
Come on, line! That penetration by the Wildcats, it's good
Gutierrez with a great penetration, but that opened the door for Kopnick to make a tackle. It rerouted Cuevas, and another penalty. It looked like something on the Holtville side.
It looks like, yeah. It's going to be something on the Holtville against the Vikings here. And that was a second down, but we're going to have an illegal motion against the Vikings. So it's probably going to be a second down run and about a 12 yards to go with 8:06 to go.
Second quarter.
I'd like to give a big thank you to Holtville Athletic Club. For over 60 years, Holtville Athletic Club has financially supported youth sports and activities by involving our youth and organization and working at our fundraiser events. We're teaching responsibility, teamwork, and character, lessons that last a lifetime.
Carrillo's back. Cuevas is looking, but he shoots it off to his left hand side. He's open, and it's well defended. Oh!
And here it comes.
Intended for number 7 of Holtville. It looked like a well played. However, defended well. Kai Estrada was out there. Kai Estrada is a huge target, man. So you have two bookends on both on each side. You have Estrada, number 7, and then you have Carrillo. Two good receivers, big targets. What happens there, Will?
Pass interference against the Brawley Wildcats.
Is it an automatic first down?
Well, remember, it's going to be half the distance, so I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Okay.
I don't think it is, Ron.
No, well, they're putting the chains down. What's the story? I don't get that.
Is it down right?
I don't really understand that.
Yeah, see, so they're saying second and goal. I'm saying second and still some chains.
Why did they throw the sticks down? Is Mike?
Well, look, there you go. They got it right now because it's not automatic first down.
So now a second down and 4.
You know, those things happen, but that is good communication by his referee crew to double check
Cuevas now trying the middle. He's going to get into the 1.
Armas down to the 1.
I'm sorry, Armas. I got a little bit carried away. Look at that. So it's a first and goal at the 1.
So Holtville answering back, Ron.
Answering back with the big drive.
I'll tell you what, I just gave a little thing, but I do want to thank the Holtville community for reaching out to us last week. We had a lot of positives. I'd like to thank Rick Rubio
It was a
Ron.
great game last week. So here comes Cuevas again. This time Cuevas is met at the line, but he's able to punch it in. So with 7:12 remaining, the Holtvilles have struck back. It's 7-6.
So we're waking up this Holtville crowd over here. That'll do it. But anyways, one of those conversations I had with Rudy Schaffner. I'll tell you what, when I talk to him, Ron, he's actually a great guy to talk to. I think I can sit down in the back of a tailgate and discuss some stuff. But Let me tell you, man, he was pretty excited about VSN on YouTube, and I was excited explaining it to him. So that's the kind of people that support this community and support Coach Turner, man.
Like last week was an environment you needed to be here. The stands were full. The great Holtville band was playing great, and it was just a good football game played well by both sides, Central and Holtville. So here we go.
I'd like to thank C.J. Johnson for the hospitality we get here all the time.
Give us to Cuevas. Cuevas, does he get in for a 2-point conversion? Are they going to give it to him? No, he did not make it.
Now, this is a good point.
That was something big.
Ron brought this up last week. Ron, let's talk about that 2-point conversion, Ron.
That 2-point conversion gave Holtville extra 8 points last week. It gave him 8 points, and it was huge at the end of the game because Central, on their drive, got to the 6-yard line and had Holtville just done 1-point conversions, it would have been 28-27, and all Central would have needed was that field goal to win the game.
Exactly.
So that was a major point, but
that was a major factor,
big time,
on the outcome of that game. Going for 2, and not only going for 2, making
them all 4 times. So you get 8 points off extra points,
so,
and that's
well, I'm not gonna say they're gonna miss them, Ron, but I'll tell you what, by missing 1 right here, and then if you happen to miss 2, now you're down 2 points, which, as it was the difference last week, could it be the difference here?
Every point, every yard counts right now. 7:12 remaining. Wildcats 8, Vikings 6. Deep to receive for the Wildcats. Looks like number 23, Benji Lemitang, a sophomore, along with senior Dominic Hodge, number 32.
Bueno, lo que me gusta ver toda la familia que está mirando de la capital de México, que Carrillo está para atrás en el juego. So, para toda la familia mirando allá del estado de México, la capital, todo está bien aquí.
Squibber to Hodge. Hodge at the 20. Hodge is trying to find a lane. Hodge gets hit, and he's being brought down at the 28-yard line.
I thought he got brought down by his own guy.
I don't know what happened there. It was a collision.
First down.
And I apologize, fans, especially from the view we have right here. Sometimes you can't even see who makes the tackle. You know it's a mob. But from where we're sitting at, I know you can see it on your screen. But here we go.
I'll tell you what, if Holtville keeps this momentum going with this program, they might have to build a new stadium here.
Let's do that. That sounds like a plan. So here we go. Brawley Wildcats out, bringing it up. We'll get to the Holtville defense, man. It's going to be halftime. I'm not being able to talk about this Holtville defensive lineup. We'll get to that after the snap. Another dive to the right side and another maybe 2-3 yards gain on that. Let's talk about the Holtville defense. You have number 6 defensive end Tyson Abdullah. You have number 86 defensive tackle Andres de la Cruz. Number 86, number 56 Oscar Moreno.
On defense.
They run at 3-3-5. Your 3 linebackers are Axel Gomez, number 10, number 43, Fernando Urim, but I'm also getting a different number here, Delgado. But anyhow, number 44 is Max Reese, and your defensive backs are Andre Gonzalez, number 12. You have Jackson, I'm not going to mess it up, Jackson, but I'll get back to your name right now. 6:24 remaining.
Player of the game against Yuma Catholic, that's
Arunga
guy.
Oh, so the Wildcats hit him off to the left side again. And they're working that outside dive. That's Adrian Zamora.
First down.
I got to get through these. For a little bit longer.
Come on, defense.
So with 6:01 to go, Kennedy's Carne, home of the original award-winning carne asada, proudly family-owned for 3 generations with locations in El Centro and Yuma, and nationwide shipping at kennedyscarne.com for their seasoning. Back to the action. I'll tell you what, Ron, the band is hitting the field right now. Real quick after this play, I want to say something about that Holtville band.
Outside dive again, outside dive, and another gain of 4 yards by Zamora to the left side now.
We had the opportunity last week to try some of that Jamaica by President Noe.
Homemade Jamaica or
it
what?
Was great homemade Jamaica, and even better was the tamales,
which I did not get a chance to have.
Now, Ron, I did get a couple for everybody. So
I didn't. Well,
you rode in the wrong vehicle.
For sure. Second down and 6 for the Wildcats. 5:02 remaining. It's not even 8 o'clock in this first half may be ending before 8 o'clock. The give is right up the middle. That's Arequive. Arequive with a quick hitter.
Reach Medical Air Service provides life-saving air and ground transportation with superior patient care, aviation operations, advancing healthcare in local communities and underserved areas under the leadership of Mr. Donnie Wharton, Western USA representative. Donnie, a longtime Wildcat fan. His family been through there. We appreciate everything he does for us at Reach Medical Air Services. 4 minutes to go. Ron's not kidding when they're saying that this first half is moving along.
For sure, 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats. The give is 2, and that's De La Cruz. So De La Cruz making a big play for the Vikings. Maybe a half yard on the play. Looked like it was a loss. However, no, it was a minimal gain for the Wildcats. And now it looks like it's going to be punt formation for the Wildcats.
Well, the Wildcats are going to need a good punt out of here because, and it might not even help them because these Holtville Vikings have proven they can score
from anywhere on the field.
Havens and Sons, your go-to team for all residential, industrial, and backyard needs, specializing in rock, gravel, and complete landscaping services that keep your property looking its best. That's the Havens family. Much appreciation for their long-standing support of Valley Sports Network.
The Wildcats are looking for somebody to come out on the field, and the Wildcats had to burn a timeout.
So as we get ready to burn this timeout, VSN will be right back after this.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
Field, 3:14 remaining. Wildcats in punt formation. Will they punt it? There's nobody deep to receive. So the Vikings are saying they're not going to punt. They are going to punt. Ozzy Naranjo with the little soccer, what do they call that? Ozzy, oh, and he pops it up. He pops it up.
They call it a shank.
That is a shank.
Vikings start with good field position.
You call that a slice in golf, I believe. But the rugby style where you roll out.
So as we change formation, we'd like to thank Imperial Valley College as a proud support of local student athletes, now featuring new men's and women's soccer and wrestling programs, along with volleyball and the upcoming basketball season in the direction of Coach Salas. Imperial Valley College.
They give us to Armis. Armis he's going to fall forward to the 50-yard line.
Still go forward for a gain.
Now, Armis ran the ball 99.9% of the time. The other kid that got some carry, I believe, was number 12, Andre Gonzalez. They give us to Cuevas, to Armis again. Armis, now, man, you keep thinking Armis is brought down. Instead, he squeezes away and inside Wildcat territory. 3rd and a half yard, 2:28 remaining, 7-6. Brawley has the lead by 1. Armis is the back. Armis is getting the ball. Armis weaves his way. Armis is going to get a first down. On the bottom of that tackle, looks like number 26, Kevin Valenzuela.
Enough for a first down, and now the Vikings have the ball placed on about the 27-yard line with 2:11 to go till half, with only one timeout left for the Vikings.
One timeout left, 1st and 10. Ball is at the 36. Play action. Carrillo works his way. Carrillo first down. Defended by Sid Benavides.
And as soon as they set the chains, they might just get that clock
Was
going.
that a first down? Okay, second and short, second and one,
Second and
151
short.
remaining.
But the momentum took them out of bounds, so that play with the momentum keeps them in bounds.
Wow, it does?
Yeah.
Huh. Armis with the play action and well defended by
Number 13 of the Wildcats
Sanchez.
coming in there, Keith Sanchez.
Kai Gonzalez.
Good
Kai
play.
Gonzalez.
Third down.
Another target.
That did do the Holtville Vikings a little bit of favor. You know,
Right,
with the clock
exactly,
stopping.
exactly. Third down, we're going to say 2. Cuevas has 2 big targets, as I said, number 7. But why not give it to Armis? Armis now. Armis is weaving his way up, finds a way.
Armas.
Is he going to get a first down? He's going to get a first down.
First down. Johnny's Burritos, a family-run business since 1963, founded by Johnny and Anna Marie Palomino, continues serving the Imperial Valley with the same hometown flavor and tradition at locations Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro.
1:18 remaining, first and 10 for the Vikings. Cueva looks, Cueva throws, it's Gonzalez, it's a touchdown to number 7. Wow. Oh my.
As we mentioned
It
before,
was there,
Ron,
they kept trying to hit that. They've gone to that play twice. This time it's successful. They strike.
Kay Estrada coming down with a touch on that football in the corner of the end zone for 6. So as
Kai Estrada, I'm sorry. The Holtville Viking roster I was given has different last names for a couple of players. I have one for number 7. Kai Estrada was last week. This week it's Kai Gonzalez, but we're going to go with Estrada. So here we go. Armis, no, it's a sneak up the middle, and do they get in? I don't know. Good looking. I mean, it's good. So they're going to wave it up.
And the reason for that, Ron, they really can't see.
No, you can't.
You can't see. So they just want to make sure, and that's why they start closing in on there. Good mechanics. They start closing in, and they just want to make sure the ball has crossed.
So with 1:09 remaining, the Vikings, with their touchdown and 2-point conversion, now have a 14-7 lead over the Wildcats.
One of our new sponsors, welcome aboard. That's Imperial Valley Healthcare District. At Imperial Valley Healthcare District, we believe that everyone should have access to quality health care. Our goal is to transform the health landscape of Imperial County, ensuring that every and each one of our residents receives the medical care they need. Heart Insurance, where Liz and her dedicated team proudly serve Imperial Valley and surrounding communities, providing trusted coverage for all your insurance needs.
Set to kick is Armis. Armis, another little squibber. Will that go out of bounds? Hodge picks it up at the 5. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. He's trying to get something at the 25. Gets it. Finds his way to the 20. Good defensive, special teams by the Vikings.
Well, I like the way Max Reyes runs that, Ron. I mean, he's pretty aggressive on that. With 1:02 to go, Ron, right now, let's see what this first down gives them. It's always important to see how they're going to go. And going in 14-7 at halftime right now, it's not bad for either one of those two teams.
No, it's not.
Top-notch barbershop. I'll get back to you with Big Chris right after this.
1:02 remaining. Castro and the Wildcats have been running the ball pretty well tonight. Find themselves down 14-7. Castro now in, not under center, in the gun formation. Split back still. Castro shuts it out, throws a slant intended for Valdez, and it is a catch.
It is a catch, and is Turner looking to maybe call a timeout to maybe, I'm sure he's going to want that ball back. If they can stop him on this play, maybe. You got 49 seconds. Like Ron said, you can't take none of your timeouts inside halftime.
37 seconds. Are the Wildcats going to take time? And it looks like a timeout by. So Turner will use that. Use a final timeout.
He'll use that final timeout. Intercare is dedicated to improving the health and well-being of our communities by ensuring quality care is accessible to everyone. Serving the Imperial Valley with a new location opening up early in 2026 on Highway 86, just north of Imperial. Stop by and visit Big Chris at Top Notch Barbershop in El Centro. Open every day. Swing in, get cleaned up, and say hello to Big Chris, delivering that top-notch cut and hometown service.
Nice.
And speaking of Big Chris right now, Imperial has a bye. Shad did tell me he was going to be up here, and he had the opportunity. He'd swing by, so waiting to see on that. But he also did say he'd be up here in the first quarter. But the whole talking about the Imperial Tigers, David Shaw, this game is very interesting to him because, I mean, he's got to face both these teams.
But here's the deal: the bye for I think Imperial comes at a good time for them.
Oh yeah. They got to face Brawley at Warren Field, and then the next game will be that Holtville game at Simpson Shimamoto Field.
The Wildcats going to be conservative, and they take a dive up the middle, and why not with 30 seconds left and a flag on the field.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field, and I don't think they get more yardage if it goes 30 yards up in the air, but we'll see what it is. The El Centro Police Department, dedicated to building community trust, reducing crime, and ensuring a safe, high-quality life for all residents and visitors. Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating, your local HVAC experts in El Centro and surrounding areas. From repairs and installations to full maintenance service, trust the professionals at Arctic Air to keep your home comfortable year-round. And there's still a discussion going out there, Ron. What probably could be going on right now, I'd be guessing, would be the type of foul it was. Now, I'm guessing this is probably a personal foul, Ron. There's a discussion with, is that? Yeah, it is. See, no. It's
and it happened. It definitely happened after the play, I think.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was I didn't think it was the umpire that called it. I thought it was the flank official.
Well, it came up from whoever was trying to get the ball.
Yeah. So let's see what Mr. Nate Beakins has. And it looks like it's personal foul against the Wildcats.
Wow.
Against the Wildcats. 15 yards. Still third down.
That's like the second personal foul on the Wildcats.
Now you got a Speedo out there because Imperial Valley Fairgrounds, celebrating our community, culture, and agriculture right here in Imperial County. The Dom team, serving Imperial Valley with honesty, integrity, and deep local roots to meet all your real estate needs. As they march off 15 yards, and this is not a time where you want to cost them. Well, you know what? 15 yards ain't going to hurt the Wildcats right now.
I think they run a play, and I don't think, do they have to run another one?
Well, they probably won't have to run it, and Holtville can't stop it.
Yeah, they can't stop it.
So he can afford right now a 15-yarder. He's so upset right now. I could just tell by the way he's walking back and the way the white hat was just looking at him thinking, you know what, I'm going to let this one go. You know, a Speedo Bird, he's probably experienced enough to knows exactly how far to push that button.
You don't have over 200 wins if you don't know what you're doing on the sidelines.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Ron.
27 seconds remaining. Castro in shotgun formation. Motion by Regital. They're kind of swinging out to Regital, but Regital was underthrown pass. 20 seconds remaining. Fourth down. Now they stop the clock.
This was the thing about that, where you could afford the 15-yard penalty. What you couldn't afford was to stop the clock.
Let's go, Tyson!
So.
Well, okay, so now pump formation. Last time they did not have anybody deep. Now they're going to have Carrillo back there, number 88, along with number 19. That is Santiago Cerezo.
Now, you have 20 seconds, no timeout, and then look who you have in the backfield. Dangerous speed back there with Carrillo. So, and the clock's going to stop, whether he fair catches it. And
it's going to stop.
Yeah.
Change of possession. It will stop. So Naranjo stands at his 5. Last punt attempt, he rolled. He Aussied it. He was trying to roll out there rugby style and kind of shanked it off his Naranjo now standard and gets a great punt.
Beautiful kick.
And it's going to take a bounce, but Carrillo fields it. Carrillo to the 50. Carrillo for the 45 spins and is brought down by the Wildcat. On the tackle, number 10, Frankie Mejia. Looks like Frank Mejia was on the tackle. 9.3 seconds remaining. You have 2 big targets.
2 big
What are you
targets
going to do?
And maybe 2 plays, Ron, before you go into halftime,
For
barring
sure.
any penalties. Food grows where water flows. Thanks to the Imperial Irrigation District careful water management, the Imperial Valley continues to feed the nation and keep water flowing throughout the valley. Hey, Ron, while we're speaking of IID, there's a change going on over there, and it is so positive. It starts from the top. I like it. I like it a lot.
That's good to hear. Now, let's see what Cuevas can do. He's going to roll to his right. He has time. He steps up. He throws. It's Estrada with the... Almost brings it down.
I hope everybody gets to see a replay on that.
Whoa.
Because he got up there high enough where I only saw a green jersey up on top and was not able to bring it down. But there's their second play coming up next, Ron.
So I'm going to, like I said earlier, I have 2 different rosters, but Kai Estrada, I'm going to go with Estrada for now. And I'll check with our unofficial stat person over here, Abby.
Ojeda Industries, your local source for industrial agricultural equipment, welding supplies, trailer parts, and expert repair service. That's Tony and Patricia Ojeda. Thank you so much for your support.
1.2 seconds. Yeah, for sure. The Ojeda family, great family. 1.2 seconds remaining. He's looking to his left, but he shoots it short. It's a dipsy-do. It is... Oh, there goes Arvis. Razzle-dazzle. That was almost hook and ladder. I don't know. There's a million things you can call that, but all for naught. So we end a great first half with the Holtville Vikings 14, the Brawley Wildcats 7.
Well, you never know what Coach Turner's going to call him. That was pretty exciting to see. RDO Equipment in Imperial Valley, proudly serving our region.
Good,
and John Deere
good to see you, man. Thank you for coming out here.
Expert sales and service for agricultural, construction, and lawn care.
Yeah, that was hard, man. So yeah, I was.
And as the Holtville Vikings and the Brawley Tigers go out for their halftime thing, I'm just going to go over a couple of keynotes. We'll be back after the break from our commercials, from our word from our sponsors, and we'll come back and then we're going to give you a rundown at halftime.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at our Central Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a fourth-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, We know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Ahora es el momento para ahorrar en grande con las recompensas de energía de IID. Este octubre, IID duplicará su reembolso cuando haga el cambio a electrodomésticos que califiquen, como aires acondicionados, termostatos inteligentes, lavadoras, secadoras y más. Las mejoras de eficiencia energética significan facturas más bajas y mayores ahorros. Actúe pronto. Esta oferta limitada solo está disponible del 1 al 31 de octubre para compras que califiquen realizadas en 2025. Aplique hoy en www.iid.com/rebates y duplique sus ahorros con IID.
Imperial County is an oasis in the desert, just being the only educational institution outside of San Diego State. Now all eyes are on us, and we want to make sure we hold that highest standard of excellence across our institution. We take it as our obligation to make sure that we educate and provide an opportunity for every single student. Okay, what programs do we need to do? What services do we need to provide? You know, where are some of our transfer portals that we need to make sure that we open up for our students? I have to give my all. And I encourage my teams, the campus community, hey, let's give it all, because these are our neighbors. These are the kids down the block. They're gonna be our doctors, they're gonna be our nurses, they're gonna be here. So how can we make sure that they have all the resources and the support they need to get there?
Imperial Valley College. We are IVC. For more, visit imperial.edu.
Johnny's Burritos, serving the Imperial Valley since 1963, a Imperial Valley tradition, with locations in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. Wishing all these students this month going back to school a big welcome back.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV, not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kinda just makes your day.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
You know what, Doc? Ever since I came back from my music tour, I've been feeling great.
Well, everything looks great. Your blood pressure's normal, your cholesterol's in check. Just need to check your lungs and we'll be done.
Oh, no need for that, Doc. Let me show you what I got.
Charles, I don't think...
So, what do you think, Doc? Still got the golden lungs, right?
No cool? No problem. For over 29 years, Arctic Air has been keeping Imperial Valley cool. You've seen our orange vans around. Chances are your neighbor is already cool thanks to us. Call today to ask about our Comfort Club membership, and you'll never have to worry about your AC again. We're here for you 24/7.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. 2 hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Centro Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
El Centro Motors has amazing specials for you. Get $1,500 cash back plus interest rates as low as 0.9% on the 2025 Explorer. Or if you prefer the F-150, get vehicle trade-in assistance plus rates as low as 0.9% on the new 2025 XLT and STX models. And don't forget, we have a great selection of Super Duty trucks. The best pickups to get the job done. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Not sure what you want to do after high school? The dual enrollment program at Imperial Valley College is here to help.
Our goal is to make sure that every single student in the county has the opportunity, one, to graduate from high school, and two, earn some college units, some college credits before they graduate from high school.
Dual enrollment helped me out to finish faster towards my career in life. You get a little taste of that college experience of what to expect.
So even if you don't know what you want to do as a career, by taking college courses at our general education, you're able to explore. Maybe you find a love, an interest, and a passion for business or psychology or history.
It starts with our high school students. If they get the chance to see college, experience college at an early age, research says they're more likely to, one, attend college, and two, graduate from college. And that's what we want.
Start exploring your future today with dual enrollment at Imperial Valley College. Apply for dual enrollment to find your passion today by talking to your high school counselor or visit www.imperial.edu/dual enrollment.
Spice up your next cookout with Kennedy's Carne Seasonings. Bold flavor made right here in the Valley. We've got your grill covered. Order yours today at kennedyscarne.com. Taste the flavor. Kennedy's Carne style.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Now's the best time to save big with IID's Energy Rewards. This October, IID will double your rebate when you upgrade to qualified appliances, air conditioners, smart thermostats, washers, dryers, and more. Energy-efficient upgrades mean lower bills and bigger savings. But hurry, this limited time offer is only available October 1st through the 31st for qualifying purchases made in 2025. Apply today at iid.com/rebates and double your savings with IID.
For more than 60 years, the Holtville Athletic Club has financially supported youth sports and activities. By involving our youth in organizing and working at our fundraising events, we're teaching responsibility, teamwork, and character, lessons that last a lifetime. Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at El Centro Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Welcome back to Birger Field as we get ready for the third quarter here. We come back from our halftime with the score, of course, 14-7. We're graced with our presence here with Imperial head coach. Imperial Tigers have a bye right now, and Coach David Shaw, how we doing? How does it? First of all, everybody wants a bye right before they get ready for some big games.
Yeah, you know what? The bye came at the perfect time. You know, we were playing 8 games in a row, well, 9 because the kickoff classic. So playing 9 games in a row was, it's tough. So it was good to give some of our kids their bodies a rest this week.
Speaking of getting your body a rest, everybody's banged up a little bit, but you actually are kind of deep. Or, you're kind of deep, right? You have some athletes on there. How's your team health-wise?
They're good. Again, they are. Some of our linemen are banged up, but this week they're getting them healthy, and we'll be ready for this week coming up.
Well, I know you got back-to-back wins against the Central Spartans, but let me tell you, nothing's given. You're talking about some tough games. I mean, there's just hitting going on the field.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what? The IVL this year, man, it's a knockout. I mean, look at this game. It's 14-7, and they're smacking out there. So it's going to be a great league, and we talked about that early in the year that it was going to be a great league, and it was going to be hard hitting.
No, and you go back to the bye. You got a bye this week. You face Brawley at Warren Field, and then it's you end the season with Holtville again. So you got back there, and then you got to start getting inside the playoffs. So where are you thinking you're going to be at the playoffs, Coach?
You know what? Who knows? Right now, I mean, according to Max Preps, we'd be at the top of D2. However, I mean, look what happened to Brawley last year. You know, they ended up in D1 after they won the IVL. So we don't know. We're just gonna, we're gonna focus on Brawley first, and then we'll move on to Holtville, and then we'll worry about the playoffs.
Yeah, I think, as you've always said, you know what? You're focusing on winning the league, and then we'll let where everything falls after that. Because. You're right. If you're sitting on the top of D2, depends what happens on those bottom ones, and Division 1s places you with the max preps and stuff. So, but at least we know it's only one thing being consistent with max preps this year compared to last year where it wasn't, where was it? How did they calculate it?
Well, it was Cal Preps.
Cal Preps, yeah.
Cal Preps.
Yeah, so fortunate, Shaw, that you have a bye at a good time, and then the way I see it, it's playoff.
Yeah,
playoff start.
Yeah. Every game's a playoff game, and that started when league started, so it was good.
So what are you seeing out of this game tonight as we get ready back for action? I mean, from up here, as you get very few times to come and watch, one of the two teams you're going to play in the next couple of weeks. What are you seeing out here tonight?
You know what, I've seen some hard-hitting football again. Ronnie said it best at his halftime is that this is smash mouth. They're not throwing the ball much, but it seemed like when Holtville needed to throw it, they were able to connect. Brawley's running that veer. They kind of look like the John Self days there, running off tackle with that veer. So, you know, they were looking good. They had some good ball control, and they had the ball most of the first half.
As we watch Armas take it out. And you know what? Let's go back to Mr. Ron Rubio up here for our play-by-play.
Nice hearing from David Shaw, who's running the Tigers to an 8-0 lead. Here at Birger Field, we have a 1st and 10 on 2 carries by Armas. And Armas now is going to try the left side. So three big productive runs, gashing the defense of the Wildcats. So right now, the Vikings now coming out with momentum out of this first half. Ball now at the 44-yard line. The give again is to Armas. Armas trying the right side, nothing doing, bounces it up the middle. A gain of 2.
Man, Ronnie, Armas is super patient, man. He's
patient.
He runs great behind his line. You know, he knows how to be patient. He just kind of picks that hole, and he's a very good running back.
Good running backs follow the blocks. They don't rush it. They don't run by their blockers, and that is exactly what Armas has been doing all season long.
Yeah, you know, watching him on film, yeah, he's been doing this all year. I mean, what is he, first in San Diego section in rushing yards? So, you know, that's definitely on par right now with what he's doing.
So there may have been a personal foul on the Wildcats, and now that's been hurting the Wildcats, Shaw. I mean, this is maybe the third, if that was a personal foul, all the way now inside Wildcat territory to the 39, 10-23. This is the first drive of the second half. And a nice play action, and there's Carrillo.
Yeah, that was a good little play action play. He just ran a hitch on the outside, you know, and he got it out to him. 88's, he's a good receiver as well. You know,
Carrillo's a really good receiver, good possession receiver, and a good deep threat.
Yes, definitely. I mean, you know, you're watching him. I mean, we've been watching Brawley on film, but I saw him last week on VSN against Central. I mean, he goes deep.
He goes deep. Armas again. Armas now, man, it just seems like if it's a zone run, whatever, but it's just middle and then bangs it to the right, or middle, bangs it to the left.
Yeah, they're pulling that guard. It kind of looks like a little bit of a power, but they're pulling that guard, and they're just kind of they're leaning on the defensive line right now with their big old linemen.
3rd down and 2. What adjustments have both teams made? So here goes Cuevas again. Armas.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that 25, man, on Brawley.
Gutierrez.
Yeah, he's a great defensive lineman, man. He gets off the ball fast. That was a great stop there. It brings up a 4th and 1 now.
4th and 1.
Stop. He looked like he split a double team there and just got in the backfield.
That is Jared Gutierrez, number 25, a senior with 9:11 remaining. The Vikings have come out with what else? Armas right, Armas up the middle, Armas to the left. And here comes a quarterback lead. And
that looks like a first down, yeah.
That should be a first down. Tackle by Sid Benavides, number 6. And I think a Wildcat is down. So with an injury timeout, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a 4th-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Back to Birger Field, 8:55 remaining. First and 10 for the Vikings. Carrillo, but he's out of bounds.
And we got a holding call here on in the interior line here. It's going to end up being first and 20 now.
Well, they took a shot. They took a shot. They took a shot. What was it, a chop block?
Yeah, it looks like it because it was a personal foul. So that's all. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Taking back first and 25 here.
So that's a big one. That's going to help the Wildcats, who've given up a drive right now coming out of the gates on the second half.
Yeah, this is a big series right here for Brawley because they're up 14-7.
Exactly. Great point.
It's a really big series here.
A big series. You have to hold them here. You don't want to get down by 2 scores. 8:48 remaining. Both teams have been running. Both teams playing some pretty decent run defense when it counts. And here comes Armis. Armis to the right side on a quick pitch.
Yeah,
Armis to the 35.
Holtville, they've been in that, that same formation all night.
All night. And here's the deal, David. If you know what we're gonna do. Stop us. I think that's their motto is. You know what we're doing. We line up in this formation. We're coming at you. As I just said, it's Armis middle, right or left.
Yep.
It's like a little joystick.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, if you're going to be able to move the ball, why change formations, right?
Once in a while they'll do doubles, but here we go with that power set. They got 2 up backs on both sides.
Pass.
Play action. He's looking. He has time. He's rolling. There's a flag. Cuevas to the 30, the 20. He cuts back. He's going to score, but there is a flag where there's usually holding.
Yeah, that looks like holding again. Yeah. That was a good run by that quarterback.
That was a good run. It opened up.
We have another player down here, Ronnie, Brawley player.
Whoa.
Another Brawley player is down and hit the sideline.
I missed it.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it. It was out in the open field, so I'm not sure. The Brawley coach is looking pretty mad, so they probably thought it was a penalty there.
And another penalty. So.
Yeah, it's going to be, second and a country mile there.
Them country miles are pretty long, too.
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah.
Well, it looks like
Yeah, it'd be second and 27 about.
There is an injury timeout. Say some ads, Will, while you have time.
Sorry about that, Will.
Again, Campbell invites all students to the 5th quarter event for Open Gym Night with contest.
Okay, he's up, number 75.
And that's a starting offensive tackle as well.
Well, hopefully that's not what the Wildcats need right now. Imperial Flying Services, operated by the Cox family, proudly serves U.S. military with professionalism and dedication, providing reliable aviation support from Imperial Airport and honoring those who serve our nation. A couple of key injuries tonight. I mean, 88 came back, so Carrillo came back, so that's good for the Holtville Vikings, but, none of these teams can afford because they got 25 players on their roster here.
But here's the deal, man. At this time of year, like Shaw was saying at halftime or earlier when you asked about the bye, everybody's nicked up at this time of year. I mean, you're not. I mean, that's just the reality of the sport. You're hurt. Everybody's sore. So here we go. We have.
Definitely. And that's where your off-season training comes in.
For sure, the conditioning and all the weight room. Cuevas again, pressure. Cuevas is on the run, and he's going to be brought down. Looks like Revelar's on there.
Looks like number 8.
Rick Rubio on the tackle. 7:48 remaining.
It's a good thing to see these young Brawley athletes, with that physicality on the defensive side.
Those were 2 sophomores on the play, number 3 and number 8. Rick Rubio, number 8, and Ryan Revelar, number 3.
Yeah, Brawley flies around on defense, man. They get after it. So.
Well, that whole I know they lost a lot of seniors that year, but they're not going to lose their playing style. That's for damn sure. You know, that's one thing that you just don't lose it overnight over one season.
Correct.
So now, third, and I'm going to say a couple of country miles now. We're going to swing it out to Armis. Armis to the left side. Armis has a little bit of room. Armis up to the Wildcat 45-yard or 35.
Brings about a fourth and 18. I'm sure they're going to go for it.
Yeah, look at the wide side.
Yeah.
How did they get so far back? What happened?
They had like
a chop block or something on the line.
Yeah, I was down checking on our intern.
So they had 3 penalties on that drive, I believe.
Wow, that once again the penalties hurting them, huh?
Yep.
Both sides, both teams have committed penalties that have, stunted the drive.
Escad Realty, buying or selling property, trust the Escad Realty. Local experts with 30 years of experience getting top value for Imperial Valley families.
Back to action on a third. The scoreboard, it's 4th down. Ball's at the Wildcat 35-yard line and delay a game.
Yeah, we're going to get a delay of game on that.
So you could probably on this there, and Ronnie calls it double-double, so you could look for 88 when he's in the slot. A lot of times he'll run a wheel route.
Well, the timings, they got that down pat,
they
man.
do.
You know,
they're going to punt here.
Here comes punt. Do you believe it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect out of Turner, to be honest with you.
Enrique Armis will be standing at his 48.
Especially with Armis back there.
Nobody returning for the Wild.
Slinger. He may go for it here.
I don't know. When you say gunslinger, I think of you, though, Shaw.
Cuevas now with the light little pooch. And that might get a Viking bounce. It sure does. Man, field position just tipped. The field position just tipped, Dave.
Yeah, no, that's a great punt right there. Now, Brawley, they need to come back out and run that veer and try to get a couple first downs and flip the field.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say with 5 minutes to go until the third quarter that it's crucial, but it is kind of crucial to at least get some kind of points up on the board right now.
But right now with five minutes remaining, this is a crucial drive. Just like David had said earlier, the defense on that last drive, that was a big drive stopper for them.
It was definitely because they can flip the momentum here. So.
Exactly.
And then on the Holtville side, you never know if Armis is going to break one, so you got to take advantage of your opportunities.
The Wildcats again in a jumbo veer set. They run it to the left side. This time, Vikings are there to stop. Minimal game of maybe 2 yards on the play.
And for our Holtville audience, Ron, I'm going to ask you. You know it very well. Then I'm going to ask Sean on the defensive side. Ron, explain the veer offense that's so much talked about coming out of the Brawley Wildcat team for years and years.
Well, John Bishop brought the veer into Brawley, and the beauty of the veer offense is you don't need to be big and strong offensive linemen. All you have to do is get in space. You don't have to knock people down. You don't pull that much. And if you have quick backs, the key is the line and also a quarterback that can read.
No, definitely. And after this play, I'll give you a little something about the veer as well.
4:50 remaining and ticking. 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats. Regital in the backfield now. The give is to Regital. Regital trying the left side. He spins away. He tries to get up to the 15. He's knocked down at the 14.
And we have a player down there for Holtville here.
Now, Shaw, I know you want to say something about the veer. Before I forget the question I'm going to ask you, is defending the veer. I mean, that's why a lot of teams were against playing Brawley because they only had to prepare for Brawley for that veer, and it kind of just ruined their tempo.
Yeah, so the veer is kind of like the Palo Verde defense, right? So it's hard to replicate it in practice right, with
exactly.
your scout team. So that's where it's hard. Like, everybody runs spread right now. So we run, we run spread. You see it every day in practice. So when you go up against a team like Palo Verde or in the veer, like you got to work on it. So that's just something that gives them an advantage. And Ronnie's right. When I was in Calipat, we were struggling a little bit. Coach Landy and Self and Bishop, they kind of took me under their wing, and that's where I got my wins up there in Calipat. by running the veer, and then I ran into Cedric Thompson, and I, had him go off tackle all the time. So
yeah, it's good stuff.
The veer, you don't have to have big linemen. You just got to block down,
Just got to be disciplined.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest keys when it comes down to that veer. El Centro Motors, drive your dream forward at El Centro Motors, where unbeatable deals and friendly service make every mile worth it. Back to day one, Ron, for some play-by-play action.
3rd down and 6. Good to see number 44, Max Reese, come off the field okay for the Vikings.
Castro back in, Ron?
Castro is in. But Regital's lining up in the backfield. He's a split back.
Pass.
Castro's looking to his right. He throws. He's open. It's Huskers. It's picked off. And again.
Oh, that's so uncalled for.
Here we go.
That was number 23, Marcos Garcia, and I think
here's where the problem lies. All the kids coming off the bench.
Yep, you can't come off the bench.
As soon as you leave the bench, you are in trouble. That's the bad thing about it.
that was totally uncalled for.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
that was at the end of the play. A Brawley player started.
There's no room for that in a game like this. In a good played football game like that, those kind of plays, especially after the play, is not what this sport's about, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the refs sort that out, because there was a lot of kids on both sides.
There might be a lot of kids kicked off the field.
Well, this is the thing. Their job is to get out that notepad and start writing down numbers. They don't even care if you swung or nothing. Like I said, you come off the bench, as you guys know, you come off the bench, you're out of the game. And you know what? Shame on them, because it's not just this game, it's next week also.
You're kidding.
Yeah, no, it depends. Depends what CIF does. And we got a big say. VSN has a big say in VSN, thanks to
Who says that?
Oh, I don't know. You know how the Facebook place is, Mr. We make a lot of decisions when it comes down to CIF.
Well, actually, Will, the thing about it is back in the day, it was only the coaches' film. Now most of these games are on. They're on live now, so they're there.
All right, we're gonna.
As they sort this out, we'll
be right back with that.
Back to Birger Field, and we're not sure what the call was, but it was an after the play action.
They're getting calculators out, Ron. That's what's happening. They're getting calculators and getting all their numbers tied up, Ron.
But it was after an interception, I believe, by Marcos Garcia, 23. Well played by Garcia. And it was going to give Holtville great field position. I don't know where the ball is going to be spotted. But what could they be conferring about right now? Well, I mean, like you said, it's numbers.
Numbers and
the actual penalty. Okay,
yeah,
and they're probably, they could be talking about if anybody threw a punch.
Oh,
and the kids coming off the sidelines.
And then at the end of the thing, it also could be offsetting. Don't be surprised if it's offsetting. Because if they got 4 on this side and 4 on that side, that's always going to come into play. So, La Fonda Restaurant, craving authentic Mexican food, head over to La Fonda Restaurant in El Centro, where sizzling fajitas, famous enchiladas, and family tradition come together in every bite. Calexico Wellness Center. Your well-being is a priority at Calexico Wellness Center. Trusted neighborhood healthcare that's compassionate, local, and here because of your health matters. Back to Coach Shaw and day one Rubio here.
Man, this is just, and here's the deal. The delay in the game, when in the moment, it was a flowing game. Yeah. The action was happening.
Thing, yeah.
You know, now you're stopped right at the 4-minute mark. Now, who does that favor coming out? It's actually like a 3. It's going to end up like a 3 or 4 minute delay.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, from my vantage point, I mean, we got to see who the penalty is, because if Holtville gets 15 yards, I mean, that's going to put them inside the 30-yard line, which is a big penalty
for sure.
So, but yeah, the game was flowing. I mean, it was moving fast, right? The first half moved fast, and the third quarter was moving. But
well, I'm trying to think back. I saw a lot of white jerseys coming off the field past the numbers, past the hash marks. I didn't have to. Did you see a lot on the Holtville side?
I didn't see too many. No, they weren't not many from the sideline. But here's the deal: it happened near the Brawley sideline. That the proximity was closer to Brawley, but.
And you know what? That's a hard thing as coaches, man, because, you know, the game's emotional, right?
Right.
And as coaches, when that happens, your first instinct is not to turn around and hold your players, it's to make sure the players on the field aren't fighting, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so you want to get out there to try to break them up, and then you hope that your players don't run out.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the assistants come in. But I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Greg Smith and Billy were out there, and I'll tell you what, I mean, I can just see Billy Brewer's stance right now. He is very upset. I mean, as he should be, to be honest with you.
I didn't know Greg can run that fast, man.
He was out there in front, huh?
The verdict seems to be in, as you have Nate Beacon speaking to Coach Bert Esposito to figure out what's happening. But here is the deal. Does what's happening at this very moment, what are they cheering about? I mean, anyway.
Well, they got the Brawley cheerleaders in front of the Holtville group, yeah.
But here's the deal. At this very moment, what's about to happen right now can affect our partner right now, Mr. David Shaw, because look, what kind of Wildcat team are you going to face if you have kids not being able to play?
Well, and
could that happen?
Well, yes, it definitely can happen. And this is the other thing. Shaw wants to beat Brawley with everybody.
For sure, that was the deal. Everybody wants that.
Yeah, and now they're going to go
confer with Turner, and let's see.
Now, with the ball being placed right there, which it seems like it is, it's going to probably be offsetting.
Or unless they're going to march it off right now, because Mike Garcia's there on the ball. I believe he's the umpire, so he's usually the one that marches it off. So maybe there's going to be some penalties, but it's going to be interesting nevertheless.
I say Mr. Binkins does the tomahawk 2 times on Brawley and then 2 times on Holtville, and the ball stays right there.
Yeah, I think you know, the interesting thing is if anybody's going to be removed from the game, right? The penalties are the penalties. But right now it looks like it could be offsetting because they have a 1st and 10 there on the 40.
Yeah, but you're right. The interesting part, Ron, who was that receiver that made the tackle at the end?
It was number 7. It was Seth Hoskins. The pass was intended for Hoskins, and then Garcia, 23, made a good play on it. And I really didn't see what happened after that, so I can't say, but those were the 2.
They kind of rolled on the ground a little bit.
Like they were both rolling on the ground.
They were just rolling on the ground, and then it looked like a routine tackle, but I don't know. Well, anyways, Arctic Air Conditioning and Heating, your local HVAC experts in El Centro and surrounding areas. From repairs and installations and full maintenance service, trusted professionals at Arctic Air to keep your home comfortable year-round. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to building community trust, reducing crime, and ensuring a safe, high-quality life for all Valley residents. RDO, proudly serving our region with John Deere equipment, expert sales.
Let's see what happens.
Dead ball foul and Sportsman on Holtville. Dead ball foul on Sportsman on Brawley.
It's a wash.
Dead ball foul and Sportsman on Holtville. And dead ball foul and Sportsman on Brawley. That's 2 and 2. Whoa, did I call it or what?
Yeah, so it doesn't look like anybody's getting removed from the game, so.
I didn't see that hand.
No, so it doesn't look like anybody's getting removed.
So, unsportsmanlike, this is the difference now, Ron, and you guys know this. Whoever got the unsportsman's, anything they do with an unsportsman's foul is now going to get kicked out of the game.
Anyone.
The players that got the penalty, unsportsmanlike penalty on them.
2 of them.
2 and you're out.
2 of them and you're out. And now, this is another thing. This game's going to tighten up right now. Anything you do, and they're going to start throwing this flag because as Binkin knows, and so does Michael in the middle, Mr. Garcia, this game has to tighten up before it gets out of hand.
Well,
no, definitely. They're definitely going to tighten up in there. And anything that they were kind of let, because there's holding on every play, right?
Yeah,
for sure. So anything, they're going to probably tighten it up and start throwing a little more flags.
4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, 16 minutes left in the game. Now this is crunch time because now possessions are going to become very important, limited. And here's the deal, if both teams are running the ball as they are, it's going to limit the time you're going to get the ball back.
It definitely does, and Holtville's back in that power set, and let's see. Here goes a
Armis to the right, Armis to the 35, Armis, and a flag comes flying in.
Hey, but that was clear as day, the hold, because usually the officials are only calling at the point of contact, and that was the tackle. He got out on number 12 and held him, so it was clear as day.
Yeah, not only that, like they said, look, they're not going to let anything get out of hand now for that same reason, losing control of this ball game.
And I'll tell you, that tackle, his initial block was great, but once number 12 started getting away, if he would have let him go, it would have been fine, but he kind of held on. Now that puts him at a 1st and 15 here.
1st and 15, but still in Wildcat territory at the 45, 3:51 remaining. Estrada split to the left. You have Carrillo to the right. You have Armis. You give it to Armis. Armis is going to gain maybe a couple of yards, but there's Gutierrez again.
Yeah, that was a good play by Rebelar, number 3. He squeezed down and made that play. That was good.
Good play by Rebelar. Some call him RJ, some call him Ryan.
RDO Equipment in Imperial Valley, proudly serving our region with John Deere equipment, expert sales, service, and agricultural with construction and lawn care needs. 2nd down
and 14. Cuevas to Armis. Armis trying the right side. And a good tackle by 33. Aiden Adequive. But again, the pressure, the penetration by number 25, Jared Gutierrez.
Hey, you're right, Ronnie. That 25 made him bounce, and that's what made that play for the guys outside to get him.
He rerouted him.
Rod said, like I said on the drive up here, we usually talk about the game, what we're going to look for, and some of the keys about it. Ron mentioned this. It's not going to be the guys in the front making all the tackles. It's the guys sacrificing themselves so that them linebackers and corners can be making these tackles because of the strong presence of the offensive line these Holtville Vikings have.
Yeah, no doubt. The D-line makes a big difference.
Cuevas looking for Carrillo. He gets behind the defender. Is he in?
I think he has it.
I think he has it. His feet were in.
That was a great catch by 88.
Yeah.
Man, he kept his body in position to stay in bounds.
Yeah. Very good pass, very good catch.
He got behind the guy. He had steps on him, but Cuevas credit. He laid it in where he could only the receiver catch it. Cuevas to Armis and flags again.
Brawley had 12 guys on the field. They went with hurry up and they were trying to get 32 off the field.
Several flags on this play.
That was a good job by Holtville. They quick snapped them when they were trying to make a substitution. Yeah, but there was Binkus threw another flag during the play, so interested to see what that is.
And we have a Wildcat down.
Where's the Wildcat? Oh, yeah, I see him. Well, with that, Imperial Valley Fairgrounds celebrating our community, culture, and agriculture right here in Imperial, California. Getting ready for the 2026 Imperial Midwinter County Fair. The Dawn team serving Imperial Valley with honesty, integrity, and deep local roots to meet all your real estate needs. Food grows where valley flows. Thanks to Imperial Irrigation District, careful water management, the Imperial Valley continues to feed the nation and keep water flowing through our valley.
359.
Yeah, that's Oh, we got a face mask on. There was 2 penalties on Brawley. We had 12 men on the field and then a face mask, so they're going to take the face mask.
And that's because both penalties were live ball. If one of them was dead ball, it would still be added, but they will only take one. Still hurting the Wildcats.
So the play can continue with 12 men on the field. Do they blow it dead? No,
No, it will continue because of where he's at. If it's in there before, like they'll call it. But this guy.
Armis is going to squeeze in after a 5-yard run. So Armis now builds the lead up by 2 scores. It is now the Vikings 20, Wildcat 7 with 1:59 remaining.
Hey, Ronnie, there it was again. Armis is super patient.
Just waited. And give him credit and the line credit because at the goal line, there's not very much time to think like that, but the kid just finds a way.
They just create a wall, and he just kind of dances it, boom, hits it. Hey, I want to give a shout out to all my Tiger fans out there, man, that are watching. So.
Oh, no, we appreciate not only that,
Go
what
ahead,
about all your boys in Colorado?
We'll allow
you got to
that
say
one.
hi to them.
Hey.
How's that going?
No, it's going good, man. Our boys are out there in Colorado. We have some out in Illinois at Quincy University. We have some at two at Laverne. So we definitely have some guys out there playing college football.
Cuevas runs it in for the.
Yeah, we got a hold again. It looks like on the edge.
Flag in the end zone.
Yeah, no, thank you. I think I'll tell you what, another one of the other things we've been talking about, not just Ron and I, but the whole VSN team, we have had the experience, especially these last 3 weeks, man. I mean, starting with the Imperial game, it followed that La Quinta game against the Spartans. I mean, and you look at that Spartan team, they went limping into you guys. They left limping out more, and then they come into Holtville, and then talking to Coach Rookie, he's really beat up. So you can't take Calexico lightly for whatever reason it is. Well, nobody can. Like we said, it's all playoff now.
Calexico's 3-3 right now.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, and Will, we've talked about this numerous times, is the Valley football is good football, man. And it's a smash mouth. Yeah, we throw the ball, but we want to pound the rock too, And so it's good football down here in the Valley.
Well, Ron and I were enjoying your wide receiver play. I mean, all you got to do, we were talking about that when you're playing Central. I mean, you just got to throw that ball up there.
Gio, he's special, man. He's 6'5", and he can run, and he has a great catch radius. And our quarterback, man, he throws that ball up there, man. He's almost at 2,000 yards as a sophomore.
As a sophomore, and he's one of the we were admiring. You got that Reese kid, a sophomore. Right. You have your quarterback. You had 5 sophomores starting.
We have Pelham, we have Wessel. Yeah. We have a lineman, row number 66. So we have a lot of we have our safety. I mean, we have a lot of sophomores out there mixed with the seniors.
Yeah. How good is Helm? Is he better than his sister at flag football? Because she's a pretty good athlete,
tell you what, man. Helm's a stud, man. He's been nursing a collarbone all year, but he's a stud. He's a game breaker. We're hoping to have him back at 100% this week, and that'll give us four threats at receiver with the running back. So, all right. But his sister's awesome, man.
Oh yeah, she is.
Armis with the squibber. This is Regital. No, it's not. It's Benavides. Benavides to the 40. So another squib.
Yeah, there's some hard hitting out there. And you know what? I want to throw it out. Hey, the girls flag football in the Valley, man, it's legit, man.
Top level.
Yep.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. It's we're having a lot of fun. I'm just glad the weather broke.
Oh, it is beautiful football weather.
Oh yeah, this is all football weather. It's cool.
So it'll be interesting to see here. It's 22-7. We'll see what Brawley does. They could. I mean, I feel they could still stick with their veer and move the ball, but we'll see what they're going to do.
They've got to get a touchdown quick because time is running out. And as we said earlier, your possessions are going to start shrinking. 1:53 remaining, third quarter.
This is usually a really good formation for them. Here comes the counter.
Inside reverse counter. That looks like I don't have a number for number 5.
Oh, is that the one that?
That might be Luke Ojeda. I'm going to say that's Luke Ojeda, number 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on film. I haven't seen him on film. Obviously, we've been watching film on Brawley this weekend, so I haven't seen him on film.
He just came back from grades and whatnot, so.
What,
second down and 3. We'll say second down and 4.
We got a pass.
Castro setting up a screen to Zamora. Zamora trying the right side. Zamora gets some yards. Zamora.
Now, that was a good play because Holtville blitzes.
That was a good play, but do we have a penalty out there?
I don't know. I can't see it with all that in that.
We might.
We really have the worst seat in the house.
Yeah, it's
You know what? I think the visiting fans, they might be a little bit higher than us up there, man. But still, I mean, it's pretty.
So a good play wiped out by a hold?
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what that is, man. That didn't look too much like a hold here.
No, it might be. He might have already called it, but it could have been a push in the back.
Or a legal man down. Well, it depends, yeah.
It wouldn't have been illegal.
Well, no, they didn't. Oh, they're coming back, yeah.
So it did wipe out a first down. Now the Wildcats now are going to be backed up to their 32-yard line. 104 remaining.
Pushing
now they have a what?
Personal foul.
It's a first down and 20.
No, I think they got it mixed up.
Yeah,
that was
they might have given him 15 yards where it should have probably just been 10. So if they go back 5, it should have just been 10. And there it is right there.
Yeah.
Once again,
that was a holding then, yeah.
I do not mind this where there's a communication.
Get it right.
Yes.
Get it right because you will be called out.
No, they should get it right. I mean, these coaches and these kids put in a lot of time, you know, and it's okay for the refs to take a little more time to get it right.
Castro trying to dump it off. Oh, incomplete.
That was
intended for Regital, incomplete. Castro.
Well, that's kind of.
You know, I'll tell you, man. The refs, I'll tell you this year, like they're communicating with us coaches a lot better, and we appreciate that as coaches out there.
And when you mean communication, what are they saying? That's enough, Coach Shaw?
No. They'll talk to you. Hey, if you have a question, they're going to answer you. I mean, they tell me that a lot, but they'll talk to us. You know, they're not just telling us that. They'll give us an explanation. So
you know we like to give you our time, Coach.
It's all good.
Second down and 13 for the Wildcats. Castro now rolling to his right. He's looking, he shoots it, he's open. It's a catch by Derek Valdez. Valdez came back to the ball, and that stopped him from getting the first down, but now
the
Wildcats, with the Wildcats now with a third down and a long one.
Hey, Ronnie, that was that old,
just sprint out.
That was that old self run, 69 right, 69 left, right? I'm telling you, hey, Grandpa Self, you know, he taught me a lot about the rollouts, man.
Yeah, and rolling out is pretty good. You do limit yourself to one side of the field, but if you have a quick quarterback like Castro, it may work. It did on that play. Third down and 1. Castro's going to quarterback lead to the right. He's open. He gets some yards, and he's into Viking territory all the way to the 41-yard line. First and 10. Is that the last play of the third quarter? If it is, it's a 22-7 lead for the Vikings. Clock starts.
That quarterback ISO was a very good play right there. They had numbers on that side, so that was a good play.
Well, he's very aggressive.
And that's going to do it. So at the end of the third quarter, we have the Vikings of Holtville 22, Brawley Wildcats 7.
So before we say goodbye to Mr. Shaw and go to a break shot, we appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate it, Coach, man. We'll see you next week, guys.
And we'll see you next week, man. We'll be on the field. We'll talk to you during the week. And we look, we got plenty of football left, man, and then we got playoffs after that. So we appreciate you, everything you do, and everything you do, and help us out with VSN.
And if he needs a part-time job, he just qualified.
No,
he's in. Yeah. He's in. No, no, boo.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got to win a CIF title, he said first.
We'll take care of that, man.
That would be nice. But, hey, thank you guys, and go Tigers, man. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, brother. Good to see you later, man.
See you, man.
So we'll be back after this for a short break.
Ahora es el momento para ahorrar en grande con las recompensas de energía de IID. Este octubre, IID duplicará su reembolso cuando haga el cambio a electrodomésticos que califiquen como aires acondicionados, termostatos inteligentes, lavadoras, secadoras y más. Las mejoras de eficiencia energética significan facturas más bajas y mayores ahorros. Actúe pronto. Esta oferta limitada solo está disponible del 1 al 31 de octubre para compras que califiquen realizadas en 2025. Aplique hoy en www.iid.com/rebates y duplique sus ahorros con IID.
Back to Birger Field on a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They were facing a 2nd down and 14. They got that first down. Castro now feeling comfortable. He's being rushed. He finds room. He's going to run. He tucks it and run. It's going to be all the way inside Viking territory too.
I'm going to have to agree with that no call 35. In the backfield over there, Ron. Yeah, it didn't really make an impact on that play.
What did he do? I missed it.
Yeah, it was. He was getting a little pressure. The quarterback was, and you had I believe it was I couldn't see who it was. I was mostly keeping an eye on the white hat. He looked at it right there, and I'm going to have to agree with that no call.
So now with 11:51 remaining, the Wildcats with the Castro making something out of nothing, making it a 2nd down and 3. Wildcats now different formations in this 4th quarter now and in the half. They give us to Zamora. No! And that's what Castro does well.
Yeah.
I thought he gave it to the running back instead. Instead, he gains big yardage for a 1st down. This is what the Wildcats have been missing, is Castro's ability to run the offense that Ray Van Diver and the Wildcats want to run.
Well, to be honest with you, nobody has an easy road. The Brawley Wildcats had their bye last week, and like we said, they face Imperial Tigers at home, and then they'll face at the Bell game at Cal Jones Field. And then these Holtville Vikings, they still have uphill battle because
they got Calexico next week, and then they're going to face Imperial to end the season. So, but here's the deal. Here is an interesting detail about these Wildcats and their schedule. They're going to face Imperial, who's coming off a bye. They're going to face the Spartans, who's going to come off a bye in the Bell game. So how does that work out? And here comes Castro rolling to his left. He's pressured. He throws it short. He was pressured, intended for Valdez.
And there's a big difference when he rolls out to his left, non-throwing side arm right there.
You know, you have to turn your shoulders just like a shortstop turning a double play. You should know about shortstops. Got your grandkid over there in Oregon doing well.
Doing well.
That's good to hear, Matt.
Adjusting to D1 baseball, and I'll tell you what, he'll be the first one to tell you it's not an easy task.
It wouldn't be. If it's easy, if it were easy, everybody would do it.
I told him that. I mentioned that to him, and it's not easy.
But he probably expects it to be easy. Here we go. 10:56 remaining. The Wildcats now with a 2nd and 10. It's Castro again on the quarterback lead. He's trying the left side and nothing doing. A stack of Vikings. A stack. And there, is that going to hurt the Wildcats? And a Wildcat with his helmet off? What is going on?
You better clean it up. Come on, blow.
Johnny's Burritos, a family-run business since 1963, founded by Johnny and Anna Palomino, continues serving the Imperial Valley with same hometown flavor and tradition at locations in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro.
They offset? What was it?
Yeah, the thing was,
So it's getting a little rowdy in here. It's getting really rowdy. I don't know if you can hear the pickup on our mics, but as we said, we're on the top row of the visitor side.
Yeah, and we haven't heard any, but if you do hear something, please excuse us. It's not us. We happen to be in the middle of the pit, the Holtville pit. And you know what? Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
That's a second great week here at Birger Field. 2nd down and 10. I see 2nd down and 10 on the yard, on the box.
Come on. What's that?
And you know what? As a referee, it's very frustrating to have to keep throwing flags, believe it or not.
and then because it slowed down the flow of the game since the 4-minute mark. But here comes Castro. Castro setting up the screen to Zamora to the left side. Zamora cuts back, but it's De La Cruz on the tackle. De La Cruz moves very well for a big man.
Yeah, Ron, exactly. You see a little bit of opening, and then all that green just swallows them up.
We were talking about that on the way up here. It's like there were a couple of plays last week where it looked like it was a net of defenders coming at the Spartans. Now, on a big 3rd down for the Wildcats with a 3rd down and 7.
10 minutes to go for game regulation. And don't be fooled, the score 22-7 is not really telling the real game
story
that's out here. It's actually a closer game than that out on the field.
Castro pulls, Castro keeps. It's now a 4th down.
So Holtville adjusting to that Wildcat beer. A good way of doing that. You put everybody in the box, in the gaps.
9:38 remaining, big 4th down. The Wildcats, is that a timeout? No.
I mean, being fourth down, I think they might have to call a timeout, to be honest with you. They weren't deciding whether to go for a field goal, were they?
I'm not too sure, but the whole offensive huddle went over there. 9:18 remaining.
And you're going to get about 5 seconds left. They got it off in time.
Castro's looking. He shoots it down, and it's picked off. Picked off by number 44. I believe that is Max Reese. Great play by Max Reese. That is the third interception of the night for Castro and the Wildcats. 8:57 remaining. A big shutdown for the defense of the Vikings. So that was a key. Esposito had said in the beginning of the game, a key to victory for the Wildcats is to be able to pass when they needed to pass. So far, minimal results on that. But with 8:57 remaining, can the Wildcat defense turn it back, get the ball back for the Wildcats? They need to stop those Vikings.
At Imperial Valley Healthcare District, we believe that everyone should have access to quality health care. Our goal is to transform the health landscape of Imperial County, ensuring that each of our residents receive the medical care they need.
Armis up the middle. Armis should be rested.
Holtville Athletic Club. For more than 60 years, the Holtville Athletic Club has financially supported youth sports and activities by involving our youth in organizing and working at our fundraiser events. We're teaching responsibility. Whoa!
Armis again up the middle. Tackle stopped by Rick Rubio and Josh Velarde, number 27. Number 8, Rick Rubio and Velarde, 27. But not enough. First down for the Vikings. Now at the 45, their 44-yard line. Armis again up the middle. Why not? Armis is just following those blocks. And again, is this happening what seemed to happen last week? The defense starts to wear down a little bit. The runs are getting bigger.
Well, I'll tell you what, Holtville Vikings didn't slow down. That was one thing that they proved, that they're ready to go the 4 quarters.
That is true. That's a great statement because... And we're going to get a timeout by the Brawley defense.
By the Wildcats. So we'll be right back.
Imperial County is an oasis in the desert. Just being the only educational institution outside of San Diego State. Now all eyes are on us, and we want to make sure we hold that highest standard of excellence across our institution. We take it as our obligation to make sure that we educate and provide an opportunity for every single student. Okay, what programs do we need to do? What services do we need to provide? You know, where are some of our transfer portals that we need to make sure that we open up for our students? I have to give my all. And I encourage my teams, the campus community, hey, let's give our all, because these are our neighbors. These are the kids down the block. They're gonna be our doctors, they're gonna be our nurses, they're gonna be here. So how can we make sure that they have all the resources and the support they need to get there?
Imperial Valley College. We are IVC. For more, visit imperial.edu.
Back to Birger Field, 8:14 remaining. First and 10 for the Vikings at the Wildcat 44-yard line, 46. And it's a wide open pass, touchdown Vikings. Tight end pass to Braden Terrell. And the Vikings now have upped the lead to 28-7. Now,
I'll tell you what, Ron, that timeout might have benefited the Holtville Vikings.
And let them regroup a little bit. I mean, there was no need to regroup, but the Wildcats needed a little breather, who knows what, to adjust something. However, the Vikings strike on a 46-yard touchdown pass to Braden Terrell, and now the traditional 2-point conversion.
Traditional. Imperial Valley College is proud to support local student athletes, now featuring new men's and women's soccer, along with the wrestling programs headed by Tony Leon, and volleyball, and the upcoming basketball season with Coach Salas, continuing the tradition of excellence for our Desert Warriors.
The give is to Armas, and Armas is fighting his way, but he is stopped.
Short of the goal this time.
But with a 6 points, still is 6 points. It's still a touchdown. A 46-yard touchdown pass. Cuevas to Terrell. And that ups the lead to 28-7.
As the Holtville crowd gets back in the festivity mood, Reach Medical Air Service provides life-saving air and ground transportation with superior patient care and aviation operations, advancing healthcare in local communities in underserved areas under the leadership of Mr. Donnie Morton, Western U.S. Representative. Top-notch barber. Stop by Top-Notch Barbershop in El Centro, open every day. Swing in, get cleaned up, and say hello to Big Chris, delivering that top-notch cut and hometown service. Intercare Service, dedicated to improving the health and well-being of our communities by ensuring quality care and accessible to everyone, serving the Imperial Valley with new location opening up in Imperial 2026. Back to Ron, day one, Ron.
Let's see what Armas can do. He's been squibbing it on all these kickoffs. Now there's a penalty on the field.
Not surprised at all. As we take a look, it's going to be about on the Holtville Vikings.
Delay a game? Illegal procedure.
Procedure against the kicking team.
I didn't even know that it set the ball down, but I was reading that, but still.
Now here comes a kickoff. Lemon Tang 23. It's going to bounce right to him. Lemon Tang to the 25. He's at the 30. He finds a wedge. He's at the 40. He's going to be
brought down by number 14.
Brought down by number 14, Frank Barcelo.
The Dom team, serving the Imperial Valley with honesty, integrity, and deep local roots to meet all your real estate needs. Doug and Andrew Dom.
The Dom team.
The Dom team. Imperial Valley Fairgrounds, celebrating our community, culture, and agriculture right here in Imperial Valley. Getting ready for the 2026 Midwinter California Fair. California Midwinter Fair.
Got Kate Spain's cover on it.
Is February, March the middle of winter? That's when the fair's on.
Don't be asking no hard questions here, Ron.
So here comes Derek Valdez. A shout out to Derek Valdez. Valdez trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage on that. So now everything's fired up now. The Vikings are back to where they're used to being, ahead of teams at this point in the game, at this time of a game. They've had big leads. I mean, they've rushed out. But I'm going to tell you something. They've had Brawley's made Holtville earn these 28 points, I think, and I think Turner would agree with that.
And Turner's going to look at this game. Hey guys,
and he not like what he.
Yeah, he goes, that first half, we got to get better. We can't let teams come in, especially into our field right here with our home crowd, and kind of keep it at par, if you were to say, you know.
Well, some of the Holtville loyal, they're feeling good about things. They think it's a safe time to leave. So 28-7. Castro rolling to his right. Castro's going to tuck. No, he throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Derek Valdez.
No. That backfield of that Holtville Vikings, it's quick, strong, and pretty physical.
Jackson Irungaray on a great play. Jackson Irungaray had a great game, good game last week versus Spartans. Part of a solid defensive back territory back there for the Holtville defensive. You have Santiago Serrazo, you have Aziel Miranda, and Marcos Garcia. Go ahead, Will.
I'm sorry, Ron.
It's all right.
Havens and Son Landscaping, one of our sponsors since years ago. I'd like to thank the whole Havens family for their support of Valley Sports Network.
3rd and long for Castro and the Wildcats. Castro trying to look. He's pressured. He is going to be brought down. sack.
And that's what we were talking about. Ron, this team is, I mean, you have about barely 25 players on the whole squad, and they're playing like they're replacing players left and right. I mean, they got a lot of stamina, this team. As we look at a Wildcat down on the field right now, we're going to go over a couple of pay some bills. Ojeda Industries, your local source for industrial, agricultural equipment, welding supplies, trader supplies, and expert repair service. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to building community trust, reducing crime, and ensuring a safe, quality life for all residents and visitors. I'll tell you what, I'd like to say a big shout out to Officer Vizcal, been working with VSN, really good combination, good energy on Officer Vizcal. So thank you for everything you've done with Valley Sports Network.
Deep to receive for the Vikings. You have number 23, Marcos Garcia, along with Alon Carrillo, set to kick for the Wildcats. Ozzy Naranjo. Ozzy now with a nice high punt. Little short. Does it get a Wildcat bounce? No, it doesn't. It's going to bounce backward. And so now they're going to start third drive inside Wildcat territory to the 44-yard line.
You know, Ron, as we saw RJ right now bat the ball back, I mean, we think of it as nothing. I see that as a smart ball player.
It's a smart football player.
Yeah, you're not going to get penalized.
No.
He's doing nothing wrong. And if he can get 2 inches out of that for doing that, good for him. That just tells me that guy's got a football mentality.
Good football IQ on Ryan Revelar. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Armis, they have Armis still in the game, tackled by, trying to see, that looked like Connor Kopnick. Connor Kopnick holds Armis to a 1-yard gain. It's 5:43 remaining. 28-7 with 5:37 remaining.
CR&R Waste Management, keeping our community clean and green with CR&R Waste Management. Eco-friendly service, keeping your world cleaner every day.
5:21 remaining. A little pitch out to Armis. Armis to the left side. Armis to the 40. Armis to the 30.
Enrique Armas around left in.
Armis now with the little flicker pitch out to the left side. They've rammed that a couple of times, getting him outside, and why not? The kid can run either way. Outside, inside. Armis has it all, and like I said, that offensive line makes it click.
Number 13. Oh, that's
number 12. That would be Andre Gonzalez. Gonzalez came in last week, had a few good runs in the third quarter, and then unfortunately had a fumble that killed a drive in the third quarter. But Gonzalez is only a sophomore. They give it to him again. Why not? He tries the left side. Positive yardage, going to get a first down.
And that's another Holtville Vikings.
And this is the time.
Down.
You never, I mean, with the pounding that Holtville does with their running back position, I mean, it's time to put somebody else in there, get a little rest on the body.
And this is a testament to that offensive line. You put a sophomore in there, number 12, he's gaining yards just like Armis was.
Exactly, yeah.
Cuevas, another flick out to the right side. He's at the 15, and it's a good play by number 8, Rick Rubio. Nice tackle by Rubio.
Sophomore on sophomore. You know, we see more and more of that, Ron, with, you know, we were mentioning to Coach Shaw, you know, he's got quite a
load of sophomores playing, yeah.
So that
they played as freshmen at Imperial. He was playing freshman on varsity. So here's the give to Gonzalez. No, it's not. It's Armis, the man. Touchdown, Armis. With 3:53 remaining, the floodgates are opening right now, Will.
Yeah. If you think that Coach Turner was going to take his foot off the pedal,
you're wrong.
You were absolutely wrong.
And it's good, clean football. You're not going to lay down. The Wildcats gave it what they had. It was a tight game for a while. And then at the 4-minute mark, things happened in the third quarter. Things have changed. It's a 34-7 lead.
El Centro Motor. Drive your dream Ford at El Centro Motors, where unbeatable deals and friendly service make every mile worth it. Sanders Architect and Engineering. Build the future with Sanders Architect and Engineering. From design to completion.
2-point conversion, fake, and a toss, and it's a 2-point conversion, but there is a flag on the field.
I thought I saw a flag somewhere. Yeah, there was a flag out there.
Man, people can get in shape going up these stairs.
Yes, I think that's the new athletic director.
No.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Carla?
I think so.
Against the Vikings.
She's a busy gal if that's her, I'm telling you.
Okay. Burgers and beer, craving the perfect combo. Visit Burgers and Beer.
Are you the athletic director?
Are you the athletic director?
Assistant.
No, you are Will. You're
Ron Rubio.
What is it? What's your name?
Michelle Johnson. Sorry, I'm out of breath.
Michelle Johnson. Well, we're gonna charge you. You already got up here 20 times running up these stairs.
I'm getting my workout into
Good.
So you're the assistant AD.
Yes.
Assistant AD Johnson.
Yes.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet
Yeah,
you.
nice to meet you. Thanks for having us.
No,
it's all
don't
right.
you
It's all
worry
right.
about us. Pleasure to meet you.
So it looks like we had a holding penalty, moves it back to the 13. Or am I adding wrong? Oh my God, way back here, there was maybe a couple penalties. 34-7, 3:53 remaining. And this is what the Vikings do. They're a 2-point conversion attempting team, and it's Carrillo! Oh no, it's Estrada! Estrada with the grab!
2-point conversion. The hard way is.
And that was, man, that was a 2-point conversion from the 14.
Yeah. Wow. That's just a good play right there.
To Estrada.
Once again, we like to thank our sponsors. You know, a lot has to do with them supporting Valley Sports Network, supporting Imperial Valley student athletes, being able to bring this show to you. So we appreciate it very much. Imperial Flying Services, operated by the Cox family, proudly serves the U.S. military with professionalism and dedication, providing reliable aviation support from Imperial County Airport, honoring those who serve our nation. State Farm Insurance, accidents happen, but with Marianne Valenzuela Beanley, State Farm has you covered with personalized service, great rates, and protection you can count on. Town Pump for the best steaks in Imperial Valley. Go visit Town Pump in Westmoreland. Perfect for a great night out or your next get-together. With that said, Ron.
Well, that was just a great vibe right now. I mean, this is what it's all about, the environment on a Friday night here in a great town like Holtville. It was a good football game. The score does not define what kind of game it was. It got away from Brawley late in the third quarter, and here's a nice kick, and it's going to the end zone. So Mr. Do-It-All, Armis, not only does he score a touchdown, he's going to boot that into the end zone and have the Wildcats start at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Ron, did you get a chance to talk to Mr. Joe Evangelist on the field prior to the game?
No, I did not. I seen him hanging around Billy Brewer and didn't have a chance.
He's actually looking really good, Joe. Joe Evangelist, I think he looks younger now than he did 5 years ago.
Retirement or whatever, isn't he in Hakumba or somewhere, or Julian, Alpine?
He's in Alpine. And
enjoying life. That's good to hear,
enjoying life,
Joe.
and good for him, man. Always been good people.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
That whole Evangelist family, man. I mean, legends down there at Central.
Castro now looks like Regital to the right side.
And Ron, credit to little Regital. Step up when he had to.
Team player, man. Team player.
Team player. I'll tell you what, Ron. Didn't matter what they needed, because that quarterback position, Ron, I mean, one thing, and then he had to play for like 5 games, so.
Yes, and never played it. He had never played it, and good baseball player, good, but that's what being a good baseball player, basketball player, he's an athlete, an athletic kid. He has that athletic mentality, and it's, you know, and good thing he's a team player because he helped Brawley, you know, during running offense.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. And credit Ray Van Diver, Coach Esposito. I mean, the injury bug that hit Brawley, it happens. Yeah. It happens. You just have to deal with it, and it was dealt well by Brawley. And thanks to players like C.J. Regital. With 2:49 remaining, the Wildcats have 7, the Vikings 36. It's about to wrap up. Brawley will play Imperial next week in Brawley. A must-win for Brawley. If Brawley wants anything to do with the league, they must knock off Imperial. It's kind of like a do-or-die situation because now you're going to hope everybody beats each other up. Central's going to hope Holtville loses to Imperial.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to hope the guys in front of you lose, and you can't lose anymore. That's the boat Brawley will be in, and Central's in that as well.
Well, the two teams that are licking their chops right now, and they control their own destiny, will be the Holtville and the Imperial Tigers, and they'll be able to face off against each other. But both of them have to be, well, not both of them, but Holtville has to. They have to beat Calexico, and then they're going to have to. You know, the last game will be against Imperial. Imperial still has to go down to Brawley, and Brawley has to regroup, Ron. They didn't come out bad, though. I'll be honest with you. They came out good.
It was a good ball game up to the late in the third quarter. Castro now looking to his left. Castro shoot. It's complete. That's Derek Valdez. Valdez now to the 45. I think you're going to get a face mask.
Yeah, you get a face mask out there on the sideline. They had 15 yards of that with 1:35 to go till the end of the quarter. Once again, I'd like to thank all the people that have joined us. We've had a blast. It's not over, man. We've got some good games. Ron and I will be at Warren Field next week for that big matchup where the Tigers, Coach Shaw and his Tigers, will be visiting the same Brawley Wildcat team over there for a key matchup, to be honest with you.
It's still a key matchup no matter any way you look at it. Brawley will be 1-1. Holtville improves to 2-0 in league. And a nice little lobber, Castro, incomplete. So that's the setup. Brawley will fall to 1-1. Holtville improves to 2-0. Central, what are they doing right now?
Central,
they're 0-2. They may be 1-2 if they're beating Calexico. So they'll be 1-2 after tonight. They'll get their win against Calexico if they are winning. So it's Brawley has to knock off Imperial and he'll turn everything upside down in the league. The Imperial is 1-0. They'll play their second game of league this coming week. And there's Castro and Luke Ojeda. I mean, I don't know what was the...
Well, did he impede? Did he impede
the receiver, or did the receiver impede the DB?
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. That's a tough one.
Oh.
Because it could have went either way, but I guess you'd have to take the side of the receiver, don't you think, Ron?
Does offense...
Personal foul against...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And because you do have to consider, I believe, a defenseless receiver on that play, Ron.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I didn't see how it ended, but I did see it looked like as though the receiver were blocking. 1:16 remaining. The big penalty gives it up to the 35-yard line. Castro again looking to his left. He shoots. And that's going to be another one. Penalty on Marcos Garcia. I mean, Dominic Hodge was the intended receiver, number 32.
Let's go back a little bit to clear up a play which you asked, Ron. When we were talking about 12 men on the field and got a message from Mr. Alan Phillips. So the rule is if blue catches you with 12 on the field, it's 15 yards. If they catch it before they blow the whistle, then it's only 5 yards.
All right. 1:10 remaining, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They are at the 20-yard line. Castro now trying to swing it to the right. He's being rushed, and he'll be brought down, and he's stripped. Great play by number 14.
Now, they're
that
ruling
is
that
Frank
a fumble.
Barcelo.
They're ruling that a fumble.
It looked like it. If they threw the bag, it was a strip. A great.
It's a Holtville ball,
and we have
another one.
I do know Central Spartans have won. I just don't know the score yet. We have a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Holtville. Now listen, if it's a second one.
Yeah. So they'll mark them back, but it'll be Holtville ball.
I don't know. It's just uncharacteristic of Holtville and Brawley to have this happening, to be honest.
Got a lot of unsportsmanlike. Like I said, man, it kind of stains the good football game that we had tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, the score doesn't indicate how close it was. Like I said, all the way up to the third quarter, and then things kind of started coming apart for the Wildcats. But credit Holtville for sticking to their plan. It was easy for them to say, man, it's only, 14-7 at half? And, like, you know, be not doubting themselves, but, you know, questioning what is going on. That didn't happen. They came out in the second half, third quarter. They got that drive going. And, there are some things on film that Coach Turner's not going to like, but also there's going to be some positives too. I mean, a win's a win, man.
Yeah.
A win is a win in league, and it's no matter how pretty it was or ugly it is, a win is a win. And I think they're just taking a knee, right?
And then I want your explanation on this, Ron. You know that playing undisciplined football, it can cost you later on.
It'll cost you, and especially like moments that would happen, you know,
on a drive. On a drive where you got momentum on your side.
And you're doing well. Okay. The thing is, it's just like you and Shaw were saying, okay, how about those kids coming off the sidelines? I mean, think about what you're doing to not yourself, but to the team. Because if it were like the harshest thing could have been is getting people kicked out for next week. That didn't happen. So we'll see. So that's going to wind it up here at Birger Field. The Holtville Vikings with a 36-7 victory over the Brawley Wildcats. Both teams continuing league play next week. Holtville plays Calexico, not sure where, but Brawley will be hosting the Imperial Tigers. So from Ron Rubio, Will Torrez, the whole gang, Sarah up on the camera, Joaquin behind the controls, Jesse with direction, he's our producer, all the interns, we got Andres. We want to thank you for a good night. And with that, Will, I think, are we out?
Yeah, we're out. Ron said it. We want to thank our interns. They've been doing an excellent job. That's Diego and his assistant and Isabella Santiago. So with that, like Ron said,